Hello everybody, welcome back to Random Rosters right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. Week 10 here in our 4th season of this show, episode total number 70. If you were curious about that. I've been having a good time making it. Hopefully you're having a good time watching it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit today. And we'll do our regular rigmarole. 3 games of hopefully exciting football action. We're going to start with 2 5-3 teams, the Texans and the Bengals. The Bengals are in a really tight AFC North. The Texans, I believe, lead the AFC South with that 5-3 record. Then we're going to check out 2 4-4 teams that I breezed right on past, who are outside of the playoffs, but because of the way the AFC is kind of stacked with 5-3 teams, they could very easily make their way into the playoffs. The 4-4 Browns taking on the 4-4 Chiefs. And then last but not least, we're going to just do the game of the week again. And it was the Bills at the Cowboys. Cowboys 7-1, though they haven't always looked like a upper echelon team that their record may indicate. The Bills at 5-3. They are in a fight in the AFC East. I was thinking about putting in the Ravens at the Rams, but the Rams are in a better position than the Ravens. It means more to the Ravens than it does to the Rams, because they have a couple game lead in the NFC West. So I swapped that out. Also, that would have given us 3 AFC North teams, and I thought that was a little unbalanced, but whatever. I think we're heavily AFC favored today anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're very AFC heavy today, but that's okay. Mainly because you got teams like the Buccaneers playing the Panthers, 6-2 versus 3-5, or the Lions taking on the Bears, 7-1 to 4-4. That one I thought about as well. This, like I said, Random Rosters every Tuesday right here on the channel. You can scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos, and you can check this lovely series out every Tuesday. So be sure that you are subscribed. Thanks, everybody, for supporting the channel. Subscriber numbers have been going up, which has been nice. The watch time's been up, which is nice. View count's been good. Everything's been great, and I feel like people don't talk about that sort of thing, or maybe just the people I watch don't typically talk about that, but I would like to thank you if you've been watching consistently, or if you're new. Thank you. What happened to my mouse? Oh my goodness. So we have our first game of 3. Texans, Bengals, Tom Brady. Tom Brady is going to lead the Texans to their first Super Bowl title, and he'll win back-to-back Super Bowl championships on 2 different teams in the state of Texas. That was maybe the most unfortunate thing about last year. It was just like, oh, great. Tom Brady's just going to win, because Tom Brady's going to walk out with more titles than he had initially.
See what he can do with a football in his hands. It's easy to understand why. Coaches have told us that they wanted to get him some catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
Wow, those guys got to be careful not to get all tired out doing that. You got to save some of that intensity and energy for the game.
The teams have taken the field. We're ready for the kickoff. Let's go to the field. Akers will be kicking off. And this one's a short kickoff.
Another short kickoff here in a rainy Cincinnati.
The Texans will start this drive from the 25-yard line.
Is that the rain, or is it raining? Yeah, it is raining. Okay. There's a weird sound coming out of my headphones, and I was like, did I blow them out on accident?
They'll go from the I formation.
That's not what I was looking to do. All right, make sure I have everything here. Okay. All right, first down and 10. First play for Tom Brady and the Houston Texans.
Number 47.
Tackled right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1, but a nice job by the Bengals to get a good start defensively, pushing that run out to the right and knocking them back.
Ball on their own 26.
Actually going to give him a gain of 1.
Number 47.
A bounce to the left this time and fumbles the ball. There are about 9 Bengals in the area, and they're going to finally come up with this. this fumble. That's going to be 1st and 10 in field goal range for the Cincinnati Bengals, who we saw all the way back in
the NFL right now, but neither of these teams is playoff caliber. Both lacking.
Where the heck was that?
Have some very good building blocks.
Was the Bengals-Bills game? I believe week 5 with one of the most devastating losses we've ever seen, only to be topped a couple weeks later by the Cowboys when they played the Buccaneers in week 8 with the worst loss we've ever seen. This game has been absolutely wild with how some of its endings and some of the plays have happened. Batted down to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down. We saw a couple of plays that we had never seen before last week. It's wild. Madden 2004, bringing the goods here to youtube.com/SeanSourceRex. Halfway through the season here after this one.
Dropping back.
And we'll get a lot of those playoff hopeful teams
Short pass off the mark, and it's now 4th down.
battling it out, jockeying for position. The AFC is kind of the wild one at the moment. A lot of teams at 5-5 and 4-4. The NFC has a little bit of separation, especially in a couple of the divisions off the top of my head. The South and the West have teams with significant leads, so that one might get wrapped up a little bit quicker, maybe some seeding positioning as we go through, but AFC has a lot of teams still in contention, which is nice. Cincinnati's able to take that interception and convert it to a field goal, 3-0. Barely a minute into this one.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Kick is away. And it'll be fielded at about the 10-yard line. Short kickoff yet again. He'll get up to the 25, maybe the 26. And the Texans, which ran a couple runs, will get the ball back right about the same spot they had it last time before the fumble.
They give it to the halfback. Gain of 10.
There's a nice run by number 47. Solid gain of 8 or 9. Going to set up 2nd down and short. A little surprised to see the Texans with Tom Brady kind of just coming out and running the ball, but you know, it is a rainy, slippery situation out there.
The man in motion.
Try and shorten this game up. Come away with win number 6. 47 again with the carry. This time he's, instead of losing the ball, he's losing defenders. There it was. I had it and I couldn't figure it out, but I found it. And he'll go for a 1st down, another 5 or 6 yard gain there.
Mason is out as a receiver for our game. Still in the early stages of recovery from that big hit he took. His severe concussion will keep him off the field for a long time. Number 47.
Right up the gut there. They'll give him maybe 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Curious to see if the Bengals will shift their defense to kind of just selling out to get the run. To get the run stopped, I should say. Which is a weird thing to say with Tom Brady under center. But of course, this is, 2003 Tom Brady, which wasn't obviously later stages of his career Tom Brady. So while his rating is, I'm sure, very good in this game, and I think we've looked it up at pretty much every time he's shown up in a game.
Only one man back.
It isn't the 99 offensive master that we've come to know him. All right, 3rd down and 5. They're going to trust Brady to throw it. He steps up in the pocket, and he throws a pick right over the middle. There was a free rusher coming off the side. Would have been Brady's right. And that was a pretty terrific interception there by number 25. 2 drives, 2 turnovers.
The offense gets ready to go
for the Houston Texans, and Cincinnati gets the ball with great field position at the 43-yard line, about halfway through quarter number 1. They will go with a pitch. Nice block pickup there to at least mitigate the loss of yardage.
Great job getting in there to bring him down.
Here's what happened. They ran to the outside looking for some room to run off tackle, but he was in the backfield so fast they had no chance to set up the play. That's just great defense.
Hasselbeck, quarterback here for the Cincinnati Bengals. Second down and 14.
Driver, the motion man. Under pressure.
Throws over the middle, and that was nearly intercepted. That was right to number 93. There were 2 defenders and 2 receivers right in that area. A terrible throw. And an arguably worse decision by Hasselbeck. That'll set up a 3rd and 14. Good job here by this Houston defense. There's a throw that's going to be left side, well short of the first down. I'd be a little surprised if he even got back to the original line of scrimmage. Bad play design and another poor decision from the quarterback Hasselbeck. And the Houston Texans done a nice job. Their defense, or their offense, excuse me, has set them up in not great positions. You got a turnover deep in your own territory. It's going to give them basically a free 3. And then throw another interception. And they haven't given up a first down. And the only reason 3 points are on the board is because of the location of the turnover. There's the stats right there. 1 first down for Houston, 0 first downs for the Bengals. And the Texans will take over at the 20.5-ish yard line. Or 26, excuse me. 26. They'll shift and they're going to toss. Throws up a little bit of a stiff arm, was able to get around a defender who took kind of a poor angle but had some backup there. So it mitigates the poorness of the angle. I guess maybe you're just kind of 50-50 there and you go like, look, if I go inside, he's going to go outside. If I go outside, he's going to try and break it inside.
He gets the count.
Play action pass. Nice throw to the left.
Did a nice job of getting to that man.
Hit the top of his drop, spun around, and found number 82 with a good timing route there. I believe that's his first completion of the day. 3rd down and short, 3rd and 1. It's like a pretty long one. Handoff is stuffed.
It was just about impossible to run.
Bengals do a good job there to get them off the field, stuff them in the, stuff them behind the line of scrimmage. Number 94 just kind of right next to his other defender there and worked his way inside. Punt situation coming up. Who would have guessed that the game in the rain would be ugly?
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. And he signals for the fair catch.
A fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
And they will get nearly identical field position to the Texans last drive.
Ball on their own 26.
Can the Bengals offense get anything going here? First down is going to be a run that's going to bounce off, and that's a really nice effort to the left side of the line. They'll get up near the 40 in a solid game. First down of the day for the Cincinnati Bengals.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 39-yard line. That all you got?
Crosses it right.
Take a little time off the clock. Great job by that Texans defense to shoot through the line of scrimmage. Get him in the backfield. Maybe a loss of 4, maybe 5. Here you go from a really solid run to just a disaster.
It's 2nd down and 15 to go. Ball on their own 34.
I'm going to give him a 5-yard loss on that. One more play here before the end of the half. We will get it. Hasselbeck will drop back. Throws to his left, finds a wide open receiver who gets down to the 35. And that is your final play of the first quarter. Bengals getting things going a little bit here as we have 2 5-3 teams facing off. It's a 3-0 lead for Cincinnati.
0. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter.
1st and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
They're actually going to give him the spot down inside the 35 at the 33-yard line. We have a little bit of a false start here.
Dead
ball. False start on the offense.
A team has to show discipline and
Got it
execute
correct.
properly out there. If they don't, they'll find it's much harder to overcome the other team and get a win.
So now it's 1st and 15 after the penalty. First, the lone back.
So a bad start to the second quarter for Cincinnati with a 5-yard penalty. Hasselbeck, they're going to give him an incomplete pass with that.
Line has to do a better
Boy,
job
sometimes it feels like it
protecting,
should
or
be
they're gonna
either
get their
intentional
quarterback
grounding or a fumble, but it often is just an incomplete pass.
Ball on the
Saves the
39-yard
team
line.
some yards, and it's 2nd down and 15.
Dropping back. Pressure. Gets the pass off.
Hasselbeck throws right side, finds a receiver toward the sideline. You can see there, not a ton of yards gained by either team, but a slow start. All kinds of feet inbounds. Really excited for a booth review that gets overturned. That actually might be the single wildest play we've ever seen. That interception that got returned for a touchdown, that got overturned, even though it doesn't even come close to touching the ground.
Closing in. Slings it to the outside.
Wow, nice
It's
deflection
batted away.
at the line. That'll bring up 4th down, number 94. Wasn't quite able to get to the quarterback, so you know what they do? Just stick their hands up. Got a paw on it and forces 4th down. 4th down and 6 to be exact. They're going with Akers and a field goal attempt. His long is from 46.
About a 46-yard field goal.
And thanks to Al Michaels in my ears,
It's on its way.
it's the same distance here, I thought, and that one just not even close. We have some wind maybe coming from this direction because the other one was good on the opposite side of the field.
Backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
So it's very good field position here for Houston, who will come out in an I formation. Oh, they had almost a free rusher off the side. Couldn't quite get to Brady, and Brady makes a terrible throw. Number 27 in excellent position to deflect that one away, 2nd and 10.
He had right there.
Brady drops back. Number 27 was a free rusher off that left side of the line, but doesn't get there in time. They find a nice completion over the middle.
Their heels on that one. They just couldn't converge on the ball.
It'll be
in
a
time.
1st and 10
Now
after
they
a
get whole
monster
new
gain
set
by
of
the
downs.
tight end.
First and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Under pressure. Gets rid of it.
Throws
He
to
did
the
a
left
nice
side.
job bringing that one in.
Good for the
either
same
that or
receiver,
just
but a
got
much different
thrown in there
result.
so
Minimal
hard
to
it's
no
stuck.
gain there.
Only one man back.
Ball on the
2nd down and 8.
Pressure coming.
They're going to bring a lot of extra pressure. They're forcing Brady to get rid of the ball quickly, and he's just not
Tried to put a little too
making
much
good
oomph
decisions,
on
not
that throw.
throwing the ball well at all.
8 to go. Ball on the 42-yard line.
The Bengals might be dropping with just 4, dropping 7 into coverage, maybe just rushing 4 here. Maybe they were going to bring another rusher.
Incomplete.
Didn't matter because Brady threw the pass into the back of the receiver. That'll be an incompletion. 4th down and 8 coming up. But they're going to go for a punt here.
He's trying to pin them down inside their own 10 on this one. Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one.
Fair catch will drift into the end zone or drop in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. 1st down and 10 from the 20 coming up for the Bengals, who finally got into a little bit of a rhythm offensively but couldn't capitalize and score some points.
Hand it off.
It is 1st down and 10. Tackled right around the line of scrimmage. Falls forward. We'll see where they spot him. I'll give him about 1.5 yards on that run.
2nd and 8. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Snake eyes. Come on, giddy up.
Still running. Steamrolls the defender.
Run off the left side of the line, picks up a couple more. It'll be third down and either like a short long or a long medium. Actually, it might even be third down and 4.
Coming up on this one.
It is indeed
Ball
third
on
down
their
and 4.
own 26.
Can be a little tricky sometimes to see exactly where they're going to mark the ball. So.
Man in motion. They'll break the blitz. Slings it to
As
the
the thunder crashes, the pass is dropped. Lewis with a nice defensive play made contact as soon as his hands touched that ball and forced the incompletion. With under 3 to go, the Bengals will punt the ball back to the Texans.
Johnson is back to punt.
Both of these defenses actually playing very well
Here's the kick.
and giving their offenses more than enough opportunities to find some kind of rhythm.
38-yard line.
We have a great run back here. He had a man that was trying to tackle
He
him,
had an outstanding
broke it.
Anytime you
That was
can
an
get a
outstanding
punt return
run back.
like
That is correct.
it's a lot for your team.
Commentator in my ear. He's going to get off to a really good start. You're going to see an attempted tackle there. He's going to get off that tackle, and actually the guy that knocked him down is going to get credit for that tackle, was actually falling down out of bounds and just kind of tripped him on accident. That is a very unfortunate way to lose what could have been a punt return for a touchdown. Now, Houston
Only one man in the backfield.
in a great position to knot this up after the fantastic punt return inside the 30 at the 29-yard line.
Pressure.
Brady hits the top of his drop, throws over the middle, and actually that was
Incomplete
almost
pass brings up
intercepted.
second down.
Number 27 should have had that pick. It was in and out of his hands. Second down.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line. Brady sends a man in motion.
Hands the ball off, going left side. A lot of blockers,
He's inside.
and he is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown.
That's the
A
long
great run by number 47.
And it goes for the touchdown.
I'll give them a 6-3 lead.
Put his foot on the gas and headed right for the goal line.
Terrific blocking to give him the edge, and you can see all kinds of blockers out front. 25 was able to get there, but he was about 2 yards too late. Ball breaks the plane, and the Texans have the lead.
The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's up. The point after is good. Big time drive there.
Kick is up,
with a
kick is good.
touchdown that takes the lead.
28-yard run
Defense is gonna head
for the
on
first
field.
touchdown of the day.
It'll be up to them to protect this lead.
Not sure what happened with the camera there.
The kickoff team lines up.
Is lined up with a kickoff. Number 31.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 8.
Kick is returned from inside the 8-yard line. That's a really nice run back all the way up to the 32.
See what adjustments they've made here now to try to move the ball more effectively. Only one man in the backfield. Using motion. Passes it out to the left.
Pitch to the left side, spun down for a loss of a couple. And the Texans now really taking full advantage of this.
Second and long
return.
coming up here.
They got the touchdown. They're going to try and stuff this Bengals offense and maybe try and double up and score before halftime.
Closing in.
Though the Bengals will get the ball first. You've seen a couple of those throws out to Hurst in the flat, and the defense for Houston has done a terrific job of making contact as soon as that ball hits the hand.
Here are the numbers when
Not
it
able to
comes
break the
third
tackle
down
or get
conversions.
free for any
Third down
yak
conversions is a keeper
as the
stat.
2-minute warning
When you
hits
convert on third
and force
down,
the
you keep three
incompletion on a
things.
previous
You keep
drive.
your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
First, the deep man.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Third and 11 hits the top of the drop and lets it go up to midfield at first down. Nice catch
You know, we talk about
on
putting
a
the ball
third
out
down
back.
and
The
11.
quarterback put that ball on the receiver perfectly.
Did he even get close to that yard line? I thought for sure he was like at the 50. Whatever. Clotheslined after a solid gain of 8. Bengals in a hurry-up offense here. A couple of nice plays in a row for him.
Play of this drive. Drops back, under pressure, guns it left side.
That one got tipped at the line, incomplete, third down and 2.
It could be time for all those big guys up front to do their thing. If the defense can hold them, they should have some time to get a drive of their own going.
Only one man in the backfield. Again with the carry.
There's a nice run. Oh, they're going to actually... Wow. Wow. Okay. That was kind of a mean... That was really mean positioning or a really mean spot there by the officials. He had the first down, and I was about to compliment the call. I liked the run. Hey, just take it, get the first down,
Number 82.
call a
Sets up,
timeout, and
waiting
then
for the
reset
punt.
yourself. But instead, he got kind of bopped backwards and fell in a weird spot. Had the ball in his right hand, and it's going to be 4th and inches instead of a first down. No timeout here by Houston, which is a bit of an odd call. And also the Bengals are not going to try a field goal on this end. It would be longer than the previous field goal that he tried and missed well short. But I think it is important to note that he's going
Past the goal line.
in
no
this
return
direction.
here. They get the ball back after a touchdown in the last possession. And let's see about a repeat performance on this drive. They're trying to
Both
move the
teams
ball
have
downfield
scored
and
mainly
increase their
because of the
lead
field
before
position that
halftime.
they start with.
First and 10.
Especially for Cincinnati. Houston was able to run it in from 28 yards out, but Cincinnati got a field goal because they got a real nice interception there. There's another throw into double coverage. Cincinnati has no fear to just blitz and blitz and blitz. And the Houston Texans offensive line seems a little confused. We've seen a number of free rushers in the backfield. Tom Brady's always been good about getting the
he won't be satisfied with the lead. And he'll have his guy throwing.
That was alarming till I went to check the recording and it was way behind. Sorry about that.
It's never good to take a
It's
sack.
been
When
less.
there's
I
nothing
updated
open downfield,
OBS and it's been
you just
less
can't throw it up there.
frequent with that,
I
but
wouldn't expect to see anything but
I
a run.
imagine it'll happen every once in a while. That's okay. It's technology. It's free. No problem. Tom Brady, though, has always been good about getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and so we've seen a lot, while we have seen a lot of Bengals rushing him freely off the edges,
Timeout here. They have one timeout
with him being able to get out the ball out of his hand quickly, it hasn't really mattered. Fourth down and 15 with 37 seconds to go. Punt from the 1. He's going to kick it out to the 45. Oh my gosh, a tremendous run back, a free and clear lane for a punt return for a touchdown for the Bengals, untouched up the left sideline, right sideline for him. The near sideline. That's probably why they say that. Near sideline where we're looking at, far sideline.
Extra point.
Or on our side, whatever.
And it's on its way.
Kick is up. Kick is good. A 48-yard punt return by McAllister gives Cincinnati the lead at 10-7 with 25 seconds to go in the half. We saw the one at the buzzer last week. That was very exciting. For the Saints, I think it was.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 80, back
And a short kickoff. From the
Kick is
11-yard line.
returned from the 10-yard line up to the 25. And he'll get tackled around the 27-yard line.
Once again, they're trying to get in range for a last-second field goal attempt before halftime. The Texans line up in the shotgun.
First and 10.
So first and 10, 21 seconds to go here as the clock is running. Throw out to the right side. They're going to get a penalty marker. It's a 15-yard face mask by McAllister, the man with the punt return for the touchdown, and that's going to tack on 15 yards. Really help Houston to get into field goal range.
It would have been a 5-yard penalty.
That was a weird splash cut there for.
First and 10. Ball on their own 45.
So 18 seconds here for the Houston Texans.
Using motion.
45-yard line. They probably need 20 yards.
In the air on first down.
There is a find, but hit and dropped. Going to take that hit. You might as well come up with a catch there.
Especially guys with smaller hands. So they'll have to do a good job of keeping the ball dry before each snap.
So it's second and 10. Ball on their own 45. Brady gets set. Gets rid of it.
Brady throws down the
Incomplete pass.
right side, maybe down the seam.
No catch.
Into double coverage, and that one is incomplete. Third down and 10.
But you have to think about the catch first.
Probably a couple of receptions that should have been made. Brady hits the top of his drop stance, fires left side, intercepted.
Made a great read and came up with the interception.
The quarterback seemed to rush that one a little.
Into double coverage yet again. Brady picked off for the second time today. Third turnover for the Houston Texans. We'll see what the Bengals want to do here with 6 seconds left. They could probably try to run something quick, except for it's a bit of a high snap. Hasselbeck's got to get the ball out quick and make a decisive decision. He does that, and they're going to maybe take a shot at a field goal here. Very balanced on the left and the right side. The middle isn't too shabby either as far as the pass distribution for the Bengals is concerned. It looks like they're going to take a shot at a field goal. He's 1 for 2 today. Made from 46, missed from what I thought Al Michael said was 46, but it wasn't even close. It was this side of the field. This kick is up, and this kick is well short again. Wow. So the Bengals, who could potentially have a 16-7 lead, only lead by 3 because of 2 missed field goals, even 100 yards to 75 yards. Bengals are leading that statistical category, but they only lead by 3. Houston's turned the ball over 3 times, and they've given up 3 points off of them. Houston's defense has done a tremendous job at mitigating those turnovers. The field goal came with a terrific field position, a couple interceptions, led to, I think, like a 3 and out, and then that missed field goal right before the end of the half.
I'm not surprised either. These two teams are sort of mirror images of each other in terms of their strengths and weaknesses. Neither one is great.
Cincinnati will get the ball first here at the 27-yard line. Go with a handoff.
1 yard gain by the running back. The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him. We'll get the call again. Gain of a couple on that carry.
51 rushing yards to the Texans, 12. Or to the Bengals, 12.
Knows that they could see a lot
Should be.
more of the ground game here
The
in
Bengals,
half as
or the
other
Texans
teams
can't
try to
possibly have
protect
12
this
rushing
lead.
yards.
His defense
They had a
has done
28-yard
very
run.
well stopping the run so far. We'll have to see how long that
Three
can
receivers
last.
split to the top side of your screen as Hasselback is under center with a single back set. Takes the snap, throws, and finds almost an interception.
With that drop, it's now 4th down.
It'll be interesting to see how much confidence the quarterback has in him the next time they're facing a
We are
fourth down.
getting just incomplete pass after incomplete pass, and they just keep trusting these quarterbacks to throw it. It was 3rd down and
Number
6.
82 is back to receive this kick. Here's the punt.
And now it is 4th down. The punt is away.
The officials
That
are
3.5
trying to
second
determine where
hang
it
time.
went
It's going to go
out
out
of
near
bounds.
that logo at about the 35-yard line. They'll mark it at the 37.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 37. Only one man back. They give it to the halfback. Baja Biamila gets right in there and brings him down. And that tackle gives him 3 in the game. They're trying to find some room in the middle, but there was no place to go.
I'll tell you what happened. The defense was coming
Not
with
a lot
of guys
happened
on a
there.
run blitz. And the hole
On the
that that
Texans'
play was
first
supposed to
play
go
from
through was
scrimmage.
filled with defenders.
You can see that offensive line just doesn't seem like it's playing very well. They had the one stretch run that went to the left side. That looked pretty good.
Using motion.
And they've had a couple of good runs here and there, but a lot of free rushers,
Get off.
a lot of runs like that. They're kind of just
3 on that carry.
1, maybe 2 here. 52-12. Texans lead in that rushing yard category.
So they dug themselves into a hole here. A long.
So what do
3rd
they have in
down
the playbook
situation.
for a 3rd down and 10?
Using motion. Closing in. Gets rid of it.
Drop and find a receiver on the left side who's wide open. Not great angles taken by these defenders. He's broken a couple of tackles, and he'll get all the way down to the 20-yard line. That is a terrible 3rd down to give up as a defense. 3rd and 10. Just got to guard the sticks. And Brady finally finds a receiver who's pretty open for a nice conversion. They're going to embark it all the way down to the 17-yard line.
3 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Split a couple of potential tacklers. They get driven back a couple of yards on that 1st and 10 run.
Get to the line of scrimmage.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up against the run.
But you can see that as that receiver was running up, split the defenders. They couldn't get good leverage on him. They were talking about it. I think it was during the Lions-Packers game, the final game of the season, Sunday night game, where they'll tell the running backs or receivers, whoever had the ball carrier, that's the best way to say it. They'll tell the ball carrier to just go between the 2 defenders. Don't take one of them on individually because they can't get a good grasp. But I just never thought about it in that context. Also, probably why you see so much collateral damage from their own teammate.
What a collision.
Oh, made it past the first man, but couldn't get past the second. McAllister. Oh, McAllister's number 21. Okay. McAllister has the punt return for a touchdown. Number 27 has one of the 2 interceptions for the Bengals defense. I just got the numbers mixed up. Because if you split the defenders and they come in, kind of wonder why, like, man, how did he hit his own teammate? Well, it's because the ball carrier was doing exactly what he was taught. Go between them. Or give him a chance to get leverage. So the field goal is up, and the field goal is good. We're all knotted up at 10. 1 minute and 55 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Leckler is just about ready to kick this one away. Good distance. From the 9-yard line.
Inside the 10-yard line. He'll get a pretty decent return here.
The Bengals will start
Past
with
the
run
30.
The 34-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 34. hands it off.
Hands the ball off. They're going to go right side that time, but nothing doing there. Well played by the Texans defense.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Pass it back. Gets set. Drops back. Gets the pass off. And it's caught.
There's a nice find on the reception there. Got him coming back maybe a little bit too much to the ball, but still a solid gain there and sets up a third and very manageable here.
About 2 to go. Ball on their own 43. Only one man in the backfield.
Third down and 2. They're going to go with a short drop over the middle, diving attempt at something there on the defensive side. Forces the incomplete pass, so there you go. That'll work.
He gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
I don't know that I love the play call there, but it is what it is. Fourth down and 2. I mean, we saw Cincinnati try to go with the run game on a third and short. Earlier in the game, they came up inches short and had to go to a fourth down. So maybe you try to quick drop and throw it. Maybe try more of a timing route next time. Quick 3-step drop and
just take off
little slant.
Got him a nice return for their team.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
So the ball now on the 31-yard line for the Houston Texans. They'll come out in an I formation. It's like a little bit of a jumbo set there.
With the carry.
That's where they're going to go. 47 has been a workhorse here, and they don't have a ton of difference in yards between passing and rushing. Fairly balanced. 69 passing yards, if I read that correctly. Nice. And it's second down and 6. Again, the I formation. This time they're going to go with a pass to the flat. He'll be able to turn upfield. Nice throw by Brady. We see a lot of throws to the flat, to the backs in this game. Brady did a good job of giving his receiver an opportunity to turn upfield before running out of bounds. And the running back rewards him with a gain that makes it third and very short. Oh, man popped in there. They're going to go with a handoff. The game slows down because it's like a 20-year-old console. He's tackled at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a small gain, but it doesn't matter because it's not the 2 yards they need. Mealy comes up short, fourth down. So another punt. Hey, hope you like punting. Leckler, 3 punts for a 37.6-yard average. Long is 41.
Lines up in the backfield for the punt. Here's the kick.
This will actually be the last play of the game. That man just didn't want to tackle him. He was in his pocket the entire time up the field and just was like, no, tackle. We're fine. Everything's fine. Attack.
The teams are set for the fourth quarter of play.
They'll start the drive at the 49-yard
So first and 10 from the 49-yard line. Offset I formation. They're going to go with the tight end on the end. They'll go left side. As we enter quarter number 4, 10-10 tie. Lovely splash of 2003 mud there.
9 yards to go. Ball on the 48-yard line. Dropping back. Pressure coming.
Rose, nice find over that
That'll move the change.
middle side. Not exactly sure where the things break down. It's the middle right in the hash marks. Either way, it's a nice find to the left side there. That'll get them in good range here for a field goal. They're on that the end where the kicker has struggled. Keep that in mind as we play through the rest of this game. Cincinnati made their first field goal from 46 yards, going the other way. Hurst with a nice run off the right side. 16, a measly 16 rushing yards, but they're getting a couple here and there where it counts. Late stages of a game is definitely where it counts. Second down and 6 after the 4-yard run. I'm a little surprised that it's as lopsided as it is. Of course, about a little under, I guess, half of the yards. Whew.
The defensive line
A little under half the yards for the
Guys along
Texans did come on the
defensive
one
line are
carry.
Very
So
big and very active. They do a good
there
job
is
of
that
shedding
fun little
blockers when they're
fact in
rushing
there
the
for you.
passer. And they're very good at sucking up
third
blocks,
down and 7
opening
following a
holes for
1-yard loss.
linebackers to make plays when the other team decides to go with the run.
3rd and 7. Ball on the 23.
Pressure gets the pass
Cincinnati
off.
finds a throw to the left side. He came back to get it and was able to get upfield and find the marker to convert for a first down. So 1st and 10 for Cincinnati inside the 15-yard line, able to keep this drive alive and doubly keep that clock churning.
So they have 1st and 10.
Had some of the
Ball on the
longer
14-yard
games
line.
over the last couple of weeks. It's been interesting to see that happen. First game last week took like an hour. We were saved by the final game of last week, where both teams had very efficient long drives.
The offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly. They do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunities.
Houston comes out in their
So it'll be
nickel
2nd down and 11 following the 1-yard loss. Down to the 3-minute mark here in quarter number 4. Hasselbeck steps back and he gets sacked. They brought everybody to get to the quarterback, and it worked in their favor. 3rd down and long. If I am the Cincinnati Bengals here, I know you want a touchdown. You run 30 more seconds off this clock. Take the snap at the 2:17 mark. That's everything about that was wrong. I was going to suggest that they run 30 more seconds off the clock. Take the snap, and it does not matter. Hand the ball off to keep it moving. And instead, it's a pass play with 30 seconds left on the play clock. They're giving Tom Brady 240 after he threw an interception. First turnover of the day for the Bengals. They're going to go with a run, the Texans are. Nice job making some moves. Some moving and grooving to get up the field a little bit.
2nd and 5. Ball on their own 19.
All right, 2nd down and 5.
Dropping back, looking to run it here.
Hands the ball off. Again, it's a fumble! Another fumble, but the offense recovers. They'll actually gain a couple of yards on that. Oh my goodness. 2nd fumble by the running back today for the Texans. That time they come up with a 3rd down and 2. Do we get the play off before the 2-minute warning? They will. Brady drops back, throws to the flat, and he'll just get the first down. Texans have been much more successful with those throws to the flat. Some nice touch by Brady to, again, throw it a little short and give your guy an opportunity to turn upfield, make a play. Just did get the first down at the 2-minute warning here. Cincinnati might have kind of come apart here at the worst possible moment. Both defenses have done a good job keeping the other offense in check, mitigating damage off of turnovers. Cincinnati came up and threw their first interception of the game. They committed their first turnover of the game late stages 4th quarter. Cincinnati couldn't get off the field on that 3rd down, and now the Texans are in a hurry-up offense. They're all the way out to the 40-yard line. Brady throws and finds a wide-open receiver left side into Bengals territory down around the... We're going to give it to him at the 43.5-yard line, which is shocking again. Another throw, and that time it's incomplete.
The offense is in a comfortable position here. So the defense
they also don't need a ton of yards to get the victory here.
Sometimes they'll see the defense playing past the whole time and try and
2nd down and 10, 1:24 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it.
It was over the middle and misses everybody. This is helpful to the Bengals, who are not having to burn timeouts. It's also setting the Texans up with a 3rd down and 10.
Then they're in a pretty good spot to get the field goal. But if they don't pick it up, they give the other guys
I think if you're the
the
Houston Texans here, you just try to get yards here. Try to maybe get inside the 40. Snaps a little bit high, but it's well corralled by Brady, who throws to the left side. He finds a receiver. It's a it's a catch and then a fumble, and then everybody was trying to gather it. What a disastrous situation for the Houston Texans. We're going to go in here and look at the fumble. This is an absolutely terrific view. I think they're going to probably say that his knee was down.
So it's inconclusive. The call will stand since he needs to be 100% sure.
Neither of those angles were super helpful. But this game loves overturning calls, so it is overturned. So the play is reversed. Cincinnati will take a timeout. Try and conserve as much clock as possible. Preserve. Cincinnati again could not get off the field on a 3rd down and long. We're going to go with a run. He's going to get spun down inside the 10. Cincinnati, another timeout.
They're in a great position to win this thing with a field goal. If I'm the coach,
I'll have some time on the clock, but it is going to be tight.
2nd and 3 coming up here.
2nd down and 3. 1st down is going to end the game, essentially. So Cincinnati's defense has to come through here. They're going to get a fumble again, and the defense recovers. Oh my goodness. The 4th fumble we've seen today by the Houston Texans, though one of them was overturned. The 3rd by a running back, the 2nd that goes in favor of the Bengals. And it's 1st and 10 deep inside their own territory.
If not, it takes time off the
for Cincinnati. Oh my gosh.
But who knows? They might come out aggressive and start passing for the win right now.
They're going to go with a run right up the middle. I like the call here. Houston should be burning their timeouts.
The defense should be looking for both
I'm
run and
going to check real quick. Yeah, Houston should be burning their timeouts. I don't know why they're not. This is poor clock management by Houston. You turn the ball over, you still have 3 timeouts. You say, what, 3 seconds per play at about, what, a minute 10? Of course, you have Cincinnati here just not concerned with the clock at all. Now they're going to go into a hurry-up mode.
Nice job up front.
They only have 1 timeout left.
And allowing him to get a good run for a 1st down.
1st and 10. Hasselbeck's going to drop back. Receiver got into that weird stunned animation, and they're going to get inside the 50. Do they go hurry-up? They do go hurry-up here. Clock is ticking. Getting lined up here. Cincinnati maybe would have taken a timeout there. It was a pretty deep throw down the field. They're not even going to spike the ball. They're just going. It's to the right side into double coverage. And that's probably a good incompletion there.
You got to get off the line. You got to run a good route. You have to read the defense.
What an exciting game.
But the most important thing you do after all
from the 47-yard line. Cincinnati probably needs to get to about the 1st down marker before they realistically attempt a field goal, or they're going to get inside the 30. Houston's going to take a timeout for some inexplicable reason, though they should have forced Cincinnati to either hurry to the line or take their last timeout.
They're going to be picking up some points.
Houston's clock management here has been disastrous.
Closer and towards the middle of the field.
They saved Cincinnati's ass right there.
3 seconds left, so the kick is the last
it's like
play.
Kind of unbelievable. Offset I formation. There's no reason for Cincinnati to do anything
call a timeout. They have 1 remaining. The back picks up about 2
but run this ball. I am so confused. This is the easiest timeout situation in the world. When they're back inside their own 10 and they run the ball, take a timeout. Second down at 8. Hurst falls forward. Houston's going to take their 3rd and final timeout.
Now we'll find out if this guy can make a real
I guess it's going to give him a chance.
If he doesn't make it, he might have to do it again in overtime.
They're on the side of the field where he has missed 2 field goals.
So this will be a 39-yard.
This one's a 39-yard field goal. He's made from 46. The kick is up, and the kick is good. It's a 13-10 Cincinnati lead with 7 seconds to go. 8 plays, 68-yard drive. Milked, I think it was like a minute 3 or so off the clock. Wow. Wow.
The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 80, back to return.
Okay.
Decent kick.
He like gave the signal and then just stood there for 5 seconds.
From
for
the
some
1-yard
reason.
line.
Okay, 4 seconds to go here for
They
Houston.
only needed a
I
field
guess you
goal,
take the
but there
timeouts. You
wasn't
think
enough time to
maybe
get
you
back.
can get a
So
kickoff
now
return
they'll
for a
just have to see
touchdown.
how far
We
their
have
quarterback
seen
can
the
throw it.
wildness
It's first
happen
and 10.
here in Madden
Ball on
NFL.
their own
In
19.
2003, we saw the Seattle Seahawks. That's the right
Gets the
team.
pass off.
Oh,
Incomplete
tipped in,
finish.
deflected. We saw the Seahawks run back a punt return that won them the game. So, who knows? All right, this is it. Houston has to score a touchdown on this play to win, or they are
Here we
going
go.
home
One last chance.
losers.
They have to come up with some kind of a miracle
I would
play
still
to
argue
pull
that
this
it's
one
poor
out.
clock management down at the other end.
Drops back. Throwing.
Incomplete pass. Cincinnati, your
This game
victors.
reaches its conclusion
They
with
are
the
going to move
final
to
score,
6-3 with a
Cincinnati
13-10 victory
Houston
over
10.
over the
This is Al
Texans.
Michaels
Excuse
for
me.
John Madden saying goodbye
Wow.
from EA Sports.
That is kind of an unbelievable way that just ended. Wow. What a game. What a game. I don't even know. Go in here and auto save. And we will get set for our next game, which features another AFC North team, the Browns and the Chiefs. This one stuck out to me because I don't think we've really had these teams on that frequently. I see the Browns maybe week 6, and Kansas City maybe like not at all. Oh, week 4. So this was a good game to pick. All right. Fantastic start with that last game between 2 5-3 teams. Can the 2 4-4 teams jostling for position, can they give us a good follow-up? The sequel's never as good as the first, so prepare for a stinker, folks. I'm kidding, of course. I believe fully in... No! No! I'm so sorry. I always have this freaking microphone just a skosh over the edge, and I caught it with my arm, and I apologize. See if it... Okay,
Welcome to the game.
Trying to get the thumbnail thing all figured out.
Coverage of the NFL. I'm Al Michaels with John Madden.
This defense has been watching extra
Oh,
film
wow,
all week
actual Trent Green. I
because they're
forgot about
facing
that.
a dangerous duel.
Pixels.
And it starts with this guy. He'll make throws that no other quarterback would ever think about making. You think the guy's covered, and boom, he fires one in between 2 defenders for a touchdown.
Randy Moss will be his go-to guy once again, and for obvious reasons. He's one of the better route runners and always seems to make the catch in traffic. Stopping this combo hasn't been easy for many defenses, so we'll have to see what type of coverages they go with to prevent these two from doing a lot of damage.
Look at him down there. Now this is a team that comes ready to play. Heck, I even think I see a coach jumping up and down a little bit.
Let's see how it plays out today as we get set for the kickoff.
Kansas City could use a win and a Broncos loss to tie up the AFC West. Cleveland could use a win to keep
Here's
pace
the kickoff team.
with the
Nice pitch.
Cincinnati Bengals, who won today. All right, it's going to be fielded from the 3, and he'll get met almost immediately, it felt like. Not a great run back. Great coverage is more what I should be focused on. Kerry Collins, the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns.
Today since he's hurt. He has an ankle injury, and it appears he'll be missing for a while. Only one man in the backfield. The Browns using motion.
First and 10, going to go with a handoff. A nice, really nice run there.
Gain of 9 on the
Danian Tomlinson in the backfield for Cleveland. Never did get to the bottom of whether this was his first or second time with the Browns. I think Tom Brady was on the Browns at one point with like a pretty solid group, but just couldn't do a whole lot because he wasn't as highly rated. That was either the first or the second season that we did. Kerry Collins. Oh, no.
He's able to move into position and pick it off.
That's just
You look at the running back, you look at the
quarterback
receiver for
locking onto
Cleveland, and you think
primary
kind of like,
receiver
why
on
are
that
they
play.
4-4? And then you see a play like that, and you go, that's why. Kerry Collins, maybe not a great quarterback, threw an interception there on the first drive, which has been
Both of these
surprisingly
teams could
frequent
do
over the last
something.
couple of
I'd look
games.
for the team that takes advantage of a late turnover opportunity to come away from this
Byron
one with a
Leftwich
win.
did it last week for the Bucks.
Chambers in motion.
Mark Brunell,
Tosses it out to the left.
I believe, did it last week for the Packers. Kerry Collins doing it this time. Tom Brady, I think, even on their first drive,
Good pickup of about
threw the
6.
interception. It has been wacky.
They need 5.
All right. 2nd down and 5 following the 5-yard gain. Trent Green, who actually played for Kansas City, steps back, short drop, throws, and that one's almost intercepted. Threw into double coverage in a diving attempt at the pick by a third Clevelander there toward the end of the play. 3rd down and 5.
Wide receivers.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Another short, quick drop.
And he makes
Oh,
the
that's a
play.
nice play.
Watch it here.
Really
This
good
is a
timing
great
right
call
there. I
on
would
third
guess
down
if
to keep
we
this
were to
drive
watch
alive.
that,
They were in a tough
the ball would
spot
be
here.
out of the
This
hands
guy
by the
making
time he
a throw
turns
and
around.
to pick up that first
Kind of a
down.
weird cut there that doesn't really back up my idea. But a nice timing route there on the outside, and a good job getting a few extra yards for a fresh set of downs at the 21-yard line.
Green with a man in motion. Receives the handoff.
It's a really nice run off the left side. We got a couple of 21s in the backfield.
The Chiefs using motion. Again with the run.
Tries to go up the middle, but not a whole lot of room there. It'll be 3rd down and short here for Kansas City. Another short drop kind of timing pass,
He'll go for the I
perhaps.
formation.
Or do they go try the run? It's they're saying 3rd and 1, but that is easily 3rd and 1.5.
Crosses it out to the right.
Pitches to the right side. Oh my goodness, he broke a tackle.
Picked up just
The
enough.
defender just
First
could not
down.
get him down and is able to get the yardage he needs. It's going to be 1st and goal. I thought that play was blown up in the backfield. I thought it was done. 4th down, field goal unit. But Barber said no thank you.
First down and goal to go. Ball on the 10-yard line.
And it'll be a fresh set of downs. Kansas City looks like an I formation. A little bit of motion from left to right.
It's the toss to the
And
left.
a pitch to the left side where they took the man in
Not
motion
much
from.
there. Maybe a yard.
Perhaps trying to create a numbers mismatch, but it didn't work.
They line up in the I formation. Dropping back. Closing in.
There's a nice throw
Perfect pass.
to the receiver,
Almost
to
got
the
to him there, John.
the
You
man
don't always
out
have
in
to
the
get to the
flat. Not
quarterback
sure
when
who
you
that
fix
is.
a
I see
tackle.
number 36.
Football's about
I
rhythm
think
and
Jerome
timing. Bringing extra
Bettis.
guys that makes him throw the ball before he wants
Michael
to
Scott thinks
can
he's
upset
called the
that
bus.
time.
It was clearly John Madden. All right. Offset I formation. Throws. Excuse me. Pitches to the left side, or the right side. And just not a great play there. They're going to call it clipping, which is weirdly like the most consistent penalty they call, or persistent, I guess, depending on how you're looking at it. We see it so often. Obviously, the Browns very smart to decline that. Don't give them another opportunity. Force the 4th down from the 3 and force the field goal attempt. So, should be, barring any sort of disaster here, and you never know, Madden sometimes feels like a bit of a dice roll.
The kick sails through. It's good.
20-yard field goal is good. 10-play, 32-yard drive took 2:42 off the clock, and Kansas City is able to cash in on the turnover from Kerry Collins to the tune of 3 points. Where did we see that? Oh, that's right, the last game. First game of the day had a similar result. Interception that led to a field goal.
The kickoff team lines up. They'll return this one. From the 7.
Is deep inside the 10-yard line, and again, good coverage by the Kansas City coverage unit. We got it at the 5, got it out to the 20, and the first guys that were there took them down. Got it from the 3, got it to the 18, first guys that were there took them down. Deion Branch, I believe, is who that return man was. He was a receiver for the Seahawks around this time.
Using motion.
Back when the sprinkler was cool.
Good pickup of about 6.
On the carry, gain of 6 on the play.
2nd and 4 coming up here. Ball on their own 27.
2nd down and 4.
Tosses it out
Pitch
to the right.
to the right side. Well read by the Kansas City defense.
About a yard there.
They strung that out to the sideline, and very well done there.
3rd and 3. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Wait, was Randy Moss on Kansas City? I think I might have the receiver on the wrong team. In my head.
Looking for room.
Hands the ball off, tries to find some room, but it's a fumble, and the defense recovers. It's the 2nd drive in a row that we have seen a turnover for the Cleveland Browns. It's another similar situation to what we saw with the Texans. Is that exactly the same? Brady threw the interception, and then
So it's first and
Wheelie
10
had the
following
fumble on the next drive. I think Madden 04 might be broken.
Toss to the left.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Loses the defender.
Wow, Barber just kind of ran through a bunch of defenders up and under and over and through, and finally got kind of pushed out of bounds there. My goodness. So the Kansas City
Ball on the 18-yard
Chiefs
line.
already leading 3-0. Have a 1st and 10 inside the 20, looking to capitalize on another Cleveland turnover.
Hand off to the tailback. Nice play fake.
Green with a beautiful play fake and a good tackle on the back end to at least prevent the touchdown. Give themselves an opportunity to get another field goal attempt instead of giving up the touchdown. The ball disappeared as Barber helps number 87 to his feet. And it's 1st and goal from the 1.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
1st and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line.
High formation.
Barber.
Cleveland going to get in the backfield. A nice stop. 2nd and goal. This is what you're looking for. Wow, interesting. Double the rushes, double the yards, same average.
Very difficult. One thing you can try and do is
Why?
some runs to the outside.
I love numbers.
Maybe a sweep or a toss play, designed to loosen them up in the middle of the field.
Hand it off.
They go with a run again.
Anything going.
But they are stuffed
You know, it was because the
a 2nd
defense
time
filled
in a
all
row.
the gaps.
3rd down and
Back
goal.
was looking for a place to run.
Huge
By bringing the
tackle.
run blitz, they took away
That's
all
the end of the
gaps,
1st
bringing
quarter.
down for a loss.
3-0 Kansas City. Cleveland's defense looking to hold them to another field goal try. We'll have a 3rd down and goal coming up as they switch sides.
Start the 2nd quarter.
3rd and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line.
Looking for room.
And it is a touchdown, a diving effort to break the plane. And kind of a weird, like, just what you might want to call a Maddenism. We're going to look at him dive, but with just there being a hitbox in the area prevented the momentum from continuing. Just kind of weird there. So Kansas City on the board with a touchdown this time around, and it is 9-0 to a team that is kind of a surprising 4-4. Kick is up, kick is good. 5-play, 32-yard drive. Took a little over a minute off the clock, and it is a kickoff here for Kansas City.
Like just about every call they make works to perfection.
No punts in this game. Just turnovers and scoring from the home team.
Kickoff team lines up. The kick should be returnable.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll get up to the 20, and again, met nicely by the first man of the coverage unit. Branch taken down, this time at the 22-ish, 22 and a half.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 23. Tomlinson, the lone back. Can't bring it down.
Tomlinson gets a nice run. Two good running backs here that seem to have a good, I don't know what the stat would be, toughness or ability to break tackle, strength maybe.
Kansas City looks like they're playing the pass.
Both of them have been able to take runs that don't look like they're going to go anywhere and have been able to make something out of nothing. Might have an empty backfield here for the Cleveland Browns. They're going to trust Kerry Collins. He's going to throw to the left side, and he'll find a receiver up at the 40-yard line.
That is a great throw.
That is a great throw, great route.
Found the open guy.
I love it. Just up,
to him in a
out.
hurry.
First down.
First and 10. Ball on their own 40. Breaks free. Look at that power.
Power rating, okay. Actually, Ambrose is down with a shoulder injury on the play.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
So 2nd down and 6.
To the left.
Pitch to the left side. Kansas City reads it pretty well, but it's just kind of a better blocking scheme and a better run by Tomlinson.
Have fared so far.
He gets close to the first down, but is a little bit short. They're going to call this 3rd and 2, but it's a short 2. We had a 3rd and 1 that was a long 3rd and 1. This one is a short 3rd and 2. And he's stuffed. Really nice job by Kansas City's defense there. And they one time that it's not Tomlinson on the field, and it's not a great run. So for the first time, we will see the Cleveland Browns punt the ball. Because they don't like to punt. They turn the ball over. And this will be an interesting thing to see here for Kansas City. I forget exactly which game I talked about it with last week, or maybe a couple of weeks ago, but we had not seen, maybe it was the Saints.
It's 1st and 10.
We have not seen Kansas City need to actually drive the ball. They've been getting really good field position, 32 and like a 40-yard drive, something like that. They haven't had to go this length of the field to get points, so we'll see what they can do with not great field position here.
They'll go from the I formation.
It's a 2-yard rush to set up 2nd down and 8.
Play to the right.
Gonna go with a toss play to the right. Browns do a really nice job there to just kind of block up where he was trying to go, and should be 3rd down and 11. So gain of 2, loss of 3, and a 3rd and pretty long coming up here. Green, deep drop, throws right side, finds a receiver. This might be Randy Moss, and he has gone for a touchdown. Looked like the defender for the Browns as he high steps his way into the end zone. Went for the pick, missed, and had nobody home behind him. And a 3rd and 11 turns into 6, excuse me, for Kansas City. We'll take a look here. Nice job with getting the getting off the line, fighting through some, what was that, probably press coverage there. And then, yeah, you can see there on the replay, went with that interception animation, and no one was behind him. Touchdown, Kansas City.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good.
Kick is good. 90-yard pass from Green to Moss. A 3-play, 89-yard drive.
This defense has a solid core of players. They just don't seem to be playing very well in this one. They still have to go, and maybe
I wasn't trying to like.
Around. They have to find a way to swing the momentum.
I wasn't trying to commentators curse this game, but I said that the sequel wasn't going to be as good as the first, and this game has proven me correct here. 17-0 halfway through quarter number 2.
Smith comes in to kick off.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 83.
Good distance. From the 3.
Up to and past the 20. His best run back of the day.
Take some of this momentum away.
They'll start the drive at the 22-yard line. First and 10.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now. Pressure. He's looking.
Kerry Collins throws to Tomlinson, and he'll get knocked back and knocked out of bounds.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on their own 24. Collins out of the gun. Throwing.
Collins again. That's not a great throw. Receiver looked like he was in a bad position there, well behind the defender, who also had his arms outstretched looking for the ball.
Drops back. Gets the pass off.
Collins with a nice throw out to the flat. It's well short of the first down though. Again, one of those plays that we've seen a lot. Up to the 30-yard line.
2 minutes left in the quarter. Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt.
Fourth down and 2 here at the 2-minute warning. So we've seen, I don't even know that you can qualify that as a good drive by Kansas City. It's one great play. A 90-yard pass is obviously very good, but they haven't had to drive down the field all that much. I feel like our results are inconclusive so far. First down and 10 inside the 40. Solid starting field position for Kansas City. Everything is going the way of Kansas City today.
Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver.
It's a nice find again. Randy Moss. Oh my goodness. He's high stepping his way into the end zone.
Touchdown, Chiefs. Randy Moss made a better play on that touchdown catch than his previous one.
Just three. There were 3 guys in the way, but Randy Moss's breakaway speed is no match. I'm a little surprised that it was that quick. All right. Still inconclusive, but Kansas City at least seems like an explosive offense.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point.
They got a couple of... they got some nice benefits from the turnovers, right? To help get them the lead. And I think that, and maybe that's just kind of like a general football team thing or mentality. I know some teams aren't always, built for that sort of thing. But they built a 10-point lead. They're able to play well defensively. They got, obviously, the turnovers that led to those 10 points. The defense continues to play well. They get the big explosive play on offense, 90-yard touchdown pass, extend the lead to 17. Now you start to make Cleveland a little more one-dimensional. There's still plenty of time here in this game. They can at least try to make a run at it, but they're going to need to start getting quicker, which means that they have to turn one-dimensional and just go more towards the passing game thing. And I think that helps Kansas City, because they can just wing it all over the field. It doesn't really matter. Their defense is playing very well.
They'll start the drive at the 18-yard line.
They give it to the halfback. Pickup of about a yard in the run. 2nd and 8 coming up here.
That Cleveland defense is, they are falling apart here. They have not forced Kansas City to punt. They have forced Kansas City to settle for 1 field goal as we have a penalty marker down. Wide open receiver on the right side of the field. It's going to be an offsides. So a break there for Cleveland. They'll have a first down. Maybe this hurry up helps Cleveland get into some sort of rhythm.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 37. Pass play here on 1st down. It's rid of
It was
it.
left side. That was almost intercepted.
Missed opportunity.
Very
What the
nearly
defense is doing is they're watching the quarterback
just
eyes.
threw away
They're in
all the good they had
position
done.
So that whatever happens, the ball is in front of them. And that time, it almost got him an interception. The defense needs to remember not to play too soft and give up big gains underneath. But they also don't want to play too tight and end up giving up a big play to set them up in scoring position.
Joe's going to find a receiver on the left side. That'll get into Kansas City territory at the 47 or 48-yard line, and then you get that 1 minute automatic timeout that the computer likes to call, especially on offense. Even if it doesn't really matter, I don't think it's annoying because they should either call it 6 seconds sooner or just let the play go off 5 seconds later. Like, it's this weird middle ground that kind of sucks, I guess. I don't know. Now, they kind of double up on the problem, too, here, where they call the timeout at a minute that they probably didn't need to call. That was a quick 3-second play, and they call a timeout after a 7-yard gain. You can get to the line and get set and go. It's not that you're going to take that long.
They've got something going here.
So they're not going to call a timeout there. They're good about keeping at least that last timeout in their back pocket. They should have probably 2 of them right now instead of 1. That's off the hands, incomplete.
That incomplete pass brings
one of the annoying. That's one of the few like really annoying things about Madden.
On this 2nd down here.
As far as like watching the games.
The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him.
On the 29-yard line.
8th play of this drive. Dropping back, under pressure, throwing.
Collins throws left side. That one's incomplete. 3rd down and 10 coming up.
He didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either. Still a pretty good effort. I'll tell you, here's a defensive lineman's dream. 3rd and long, and he knows they have to pass.
And this is the 9th play of this drive. He goes to the left side. And it's intercepted. Battle went up to get that.
The quarterback telegraphed that one.
Man, oh my goodness.
Hey, I know they want to increase the lead before half, but they got to be careful and not let the other team back in it with a turnover.
So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10. Green from the shotgun.
Ball on the 23-yard.
Pass play here on 1st down. Gets rid of it. The 30. Can't bring him down. So the whole field was able to stand back there and find the open man.
Kansas City's just going to keep on going here. 1st down to 1st down. They're going to call a timeout. They're going to try and put more points on the board here. Oh, boy.
They'll pass on 1st down. Pressure coming. Throws over to his right. A display of great hands on that catch.
That receiver has all the tools.
Right, 7 yards to go. Ball on their own 37. Using motion.
Interesting clock management here as we near the end of the 2nd quarter. They got the first down, took the timeout, got a 3-yard gain, and then just let the clock run.
The end of the
Very
second
weird.
quarter with the
Kansas
score,
City well on
Kansas
their way
City
to scoring 48 points
Cleveland,
and
0.
blanking the Cleveland Browns as they have through the
Let's take a
first
look at
half.
our
24-0
halftime
your
stats.
score here. Only 5 first downs for Kansas City, but they haven't needed a ton. Forced 3 turnovers. The last one, the only one I believe that did not lead to points. All right.
Williams.
Here is your
He's
second
just
half
about ready to
kickoff.
kick
Since
this
it's
one
Kansas
away.
City with the ball, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to hop up real quick, and I'll join back with you in just a moment.
From the 11-yard line. The Chiefs will start the drive from the 24-yard line. The Browns are dominating here early in the second half. So, John, it's very surprising how lopsided this score is.
Sometimes only one team shows up really ready to play.
A yard, maybe 2 on the counter play. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. Defense lines up in the nickel. With the carry, play action. Goes over the middle. 40. Green continues to pass effectively and is now thrown for over 200 yards. First and 10. Ball on their own 42.
We'll see. Bring that pain, baby. Set.
Owens in motion.
Stay active. Hut. Hut. That's all you.
Big opening. The defender goes down. 8-yard gain. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Barber fakes the handoff, gets the pass off, nearly intercepted. Very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, he started thinking about how he was going to take it back the other way and make a big play for the defense. He just forgot to bring the ball with him.
Ball at about midfield. Barber. Just what you'd expect to see. Another run.
This is a time in the game that the offense wants to control the ball. It'll keep the clock moving and prevent the defense from making a big interception that can turn the tide against them.
Smith lines up in the backfield for the punt. Here's the punt. He's waving for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
We'll see.
The Browns using motion. Hand off to the tailback. To the 20. 9-yard gain.
21 on the carry. 9-yard gain on the play. Second and inches. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Stay up. Take him out. Set. Fire out. Here come the heat.
Dropping back. Closing in. Good play in the backfield by Singleton.
Watch here as he's able to avoid the blocker and get in there and make the tackle. And that's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
Seven yards to go. Ball on their own 15. Pressure, throwing, and it's complete. Steamrolls the defender.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this
Missed
drive
much
alive.
there,
We're in
folks.
a tough spot here.
I kind of heard it a little bit, but
To pick up that first down.
halfway through quarter number 3 here. Cleveland with the ball. Believe I heard a punt return, or fair catch on a punt.
First and 10. Ball on their own 27. Going to the right.
They're going to go with a pitch out. Nice job by Tomlinson to not only bully that man down, but get around that defender that was deep in their backfield. Again, just taking something that was either going to be a disaster or nothing and making it into a very solid run right there. Might have been a first down yardage. I do like to take away the yellow line. Makes it a little hard to judge where it is. It's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Collins will come out here. I formation.
The Browns using motion. Hand off to the tailback.
Tomlinson falls forward.
7 yards.
7-yard gain on the play.
So they need about 3 here.
2nd down and 3. Collins drops back, fires right side, finds a receiver. He'll get into Kansas City territory down inside the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Nice conversion there for Cleveland.
He can throw them anyway.
Taking a little too long to maybe get some points here, but hey, you get the first one,
1st and 10.
and you just,
Ball on the
hopefully you can build on that. Technically a 3-score game here.
Get set. Using
We're
motion.
going to need 2-point conversions, which is going to make it real dicey. But they do have a quarter to work with, quarter plus. Means they can still kind of work with these runs, except for Royce picking up a clipping penalty, second clipping penalty we've seen here in this game.
Obviously, that guy needed to show
We see this one throughout. We've seen this penalty a lot. Between the 5-yard face mask and the clipping penalties,
It'll be 1st and long here.
That
after
is-
the penalty backs
those
them
are the
up.
two most, I think probably the two calls that are made the most.
Dropping back with the throw. It's going the other way.
Oh no! It was looking so good for Cleveland. They were driving the ball, and then
For
a
that one.
clipping penalty sets up a 2nd down in like 22, and then it's an interception from Collins. They can't catch a break, this poor team.
Only one man back.
They'll take over at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10.
Going to the right.
We go with the right, or run out to the right.
Loss of about 1.
Small loss
2nd
there.
and long.
2nd down
Ball
and
on their
12.
own 41.
Kansas City, I would kind of hope, just wants to keep this clock moving. They're up 24 to
Barber's
nothing.
the lone back.
12. Ball on the
Just avoid injuries and get out of here with a W.
Pressure.
But instead, they're going to throw. It's going to be a throw to the left side and incomplete. Looked like it was actually fairly short.
Tried to put a little too much on that throw.
Yeah, that throw looked
Cleveland
weird
with
to
6
me.
defensive backs.
ball on the
I don't know if that was just tricking my eyes or what, but
Dropping back.
drops back, short drop, throws over the middle, excuse me.
Chambers
Finds a
was
receiver, and that'll move the chains down inside Cleveland territory down to about the 40-yard line, maybe a little inside the 40.
When he needs another first down.
Only one man in the backfield. Using
Ball on
motion.
the 39-yard line.
Receives the
Out to
handoff.
the left side. Nice spin move.
9-yard gain.
And he'll work his way down to the 30. That will conclude quarter number 3. Cleveland, they remain down by 24. that drive like actually looked kind of good. I thought maybe they'd kind of make it interesting. I was looking forward to seeing if they would attempt a 2-point conversion. It's dicey, right? Like in my head, you go like, do you try to make it just a 3-score game?
Pressure coming with the throw.
There's a throw to the left side. Nice completion there to start off this fourth quarter. They're going to be heavily slanted to the right side, considering that they had 2 touchdowns that way for about 150 of those yards. Do you go for the 2-point conversion, which if you miss, forces you to go for another 2-point conversion and kind of renders a field goal useless at some point? Or do you just take the extra points, know that it's a 4-score game, if you include a field goal in there?
Always very aggressive when defending the run.
I don't know.
Extremely disciplined. They get off their blocks very quickly.
What would you do? Let me know down in the comments below. You go for 2 to try to make it a 3-score game with down 24.
7th play of this drive.
Or do you just make it a 4-score game? That should have been a completion. There's no excuse for that pass to be dropped.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting
You just kick the extra point every single time with a field goal.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long
third down and 11 with 4:21 to go here in the fourth quarter. Would have been really nice if they just, I don't know, either caught that ball or just run it. They don't need to be piling on right now. Instead, they're going to run with Barber, go to the right side.
Yep, run the ball when you have the lead.
If this game was smart or had the play clock thing that the later versions of the game do.
This will be a 38-yard field goal attempt.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. 38-yard field goal by Dawson is good. A 9-play, 35-yard drive takes almost 2 minutes off the clock. I believe that's a Steve Berline sighting there. Branch 4 returns. 14.2-yard average.
Smith comes in to kick off. It's on its way.
And there is the kick.
From the 8-yard line. Loses the defender.
Oh, and we have another penalty flag here, and it is again, it's clipping. When was the last time you saw 3 clipping calls in a game in the NFL? In the real life, actual NFL, when was the last time you saw 3 clipping calls?
1st and 10. Tomlinson in the backfield.
At the 15-yard line. 1st and 10.
Tomlinson.
You go with a run to Tomlinson up the middle.
Offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
The Chiefs come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
Drops back, surveying the field.
Collins throws, finds a man to the right, and
he showed great concentration.
that was a very weird. See if we see it in the replay here.
Make even the toughest
It
receptions
just kind of looked like he zoomed a little too far on that. That was a very odd play. Needed to just turn upfield there for the first down, but instead is short. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
The Browns line up in the shotgun. With the throw, with the
Over to the right side. Finds a receiver, and he'll get spun down up to the 45 or so.
Anywhere. You throw it high and behind him, he'll go get it, just like he did there.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 36. Collins sets up, throwing on 1st down. Goes over the middle. Clearly they were on
that
the
was
same
a
page.
very late throw.
These days,
Kerry Collins now with 3 consecutive completions on this drive.
Gaining lots of yards after the catch.
Starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm, but it is far too late. Now the question rendered useless with the field goal that I honestly don't remember happening.
Closing in. Gets rid of it. Ooh,
That was
nearly picked
terrible.
off. He couldn't come up with the interception.
I bet you as soon as he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back, because that could easily have been an interception.
3rd down and 3. Now it's a 4-score game regardless. That also feels like kind of the dicey the dice roll as well. As you go like, well, I mean, if your defense can do you a solid, maybe hold it to a field goal, it turns it into a 4-score game anyway. Do you just go for the extra point every time?
Only one man in the backfield.
Of course, if you miss one and they hold to a field goal, then it's 27-6.
Gets the pass off with the hurdle.
I don't know. Penalty marker is down. Ed Reed going to pick up a 15-yard face mask penalty, and that'll advance the ball inside the 20. 1st and 10 in the red zone. 2:16 to go here in this one.
Helmet on sideways like that. I bet he thought his whole head had just been readjusted on his neck.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line. The Chiefs come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
To the air on 1st down. Flings it to the
Goes to the
outside.
right side, finds a little bit of room out there, and Tomlinson will reach forward for the 1st down.
You know, this
He
defense
will
has tried everything.
keep
Man
the ball
coverage,
inbounds, so the clock will
zones, they've
continue
really mixed
moving,
up their defenses
inching toward that
and their coverage.
2-minute
This offense
warning
has
mark.
taken advantage of them all.
1st down and goal to go.
And we will get a
Ball on
1st
the
and goal
6-yard line.
after
2
the
minutes
2-minute
left.
warning. Timeout. I can't put my hand all the way out. But believe me, I did it.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
All right, 1st down and goal from the 5.5-yard line. 2 minutes to go in this one. All Kansas City, 27-0. Thought Cleveland might at least make it interesting or try to make it interesting, but then threw an interception following a clipping
Such
penalty.
a small area for all these
And even this drive, I don't think got off to a good start. I think this was the kickoff that had the clipping penalty as well. So they had to go an extra 15 yards just to get to this point.
That's where he's going to want to go with it.
Man in motion. Dropping back, closing in, throwing.
Throws. That should have been a touchdown.
Trying to
That
get
man
it for
dropped a
6.
touchdown pass.
3rd down. And so running out of both time and downs, they'll have to pick up the 1st down here to keep their very slim hopes alive. The Browns line up in the shotgun. Blitz is coming.
Nice job by the defensive line for Kansas City there to get the arms up, block it. Okay, it looked like he was maybe going for 87. He might actually have some space.
A field goal does them no good, and they have to go for it.
All right, 4th down and goal. They got to go for it, as Al Michaels let us know. Field goal, no good.
And this is the 12th play of this drive. Pressure goes to the end zone.
Throws and off the hands and incomplete. Cleveland should have come away with a touchdown in this scenario. They had a receiver just wide open. He just dropped it.
This one is just
Big
about
wasted
in the
opportunity
books.
for Cleveland there. Though it doesn't matter. They've been out of this game for the entirety of the second half.
Hand it off to the back. Carries the ball for
Falls
3, maybe
forward.
4 yards.
It'll be 2nd down and 6. Clock continues to run. Hopefully we'll see Kansas City just hold on to it for another 30 seconds. They can run the clock dry.
This one is handed
No,
off.
just kidding. They're going to give it to the fullback.
Maybe 3 yards on the ground for the fullback.
3-yard gain on the play.
Third and 3. Ball on their own 13. Barber, the lone setback.
Ball on the 13-yard
Using motion.
Once he gets set, they'll probably snap it.
He'll get it again.
He fumbled the football, and the defense recovers. Okay, well,
Great play by the defense to recover.
I don't know what Kansas City was doing there. They should have run the clock all the way down, taken a knee. No idea. Clock management has left a lot to be desired these last couple of games inside the 2-minute warning. You saw Houston kind of bumble around a little bit. That was a bizarre ending.
Any run plays in the playbook should be thrown out because they need points fast, and the only way they're going to get them is by throwing the ball.
So after the fumble now, it's 1st and 10.
I feel like the game should be done now. That's a catch and a reception. We'll see a timeout here by Cleveland. Fantastic.
He got out of there quickly. But you
We
got
saw
to give
that
some
in
of the
a
credit
recent
to the
week as
receiver on this
well.
play. He saw the blitz was coming, and he made the right read so the quarterback had something to throw to.
They have to move him down quickly here on 2nd down. He goes to the left side. Almost
That
intercepted.
probably should have been
Pass
intercepted.
incomplete, brings up a 3rd down.
Probably should have been picked.
2 yards to go. The Browns line up in the shotgun. Looking for an option. Stepping
Pump
up.
fakes,
Gets the
throws
pass
toward
off.
the corner of the end zone. That should have also been intercepted as well.
I'll tell you, he
Had
was
his
going
hands
for a
on
big
it and
play
just
the other
dropped
way,
it.
And he let that ball go right through his finger.
4th and 2. Ball on the 2-yard line.
Witten, the motion man. Tomlinson. Touchdown.
Tomlinson up the
This
gut.
is exactly how to get the ball.
Dives
in.
through for the
You get
score.
behind the center
We've seen
guard,
2
you keep
diving
pushing and pushing
touchdowns
until
by
they
the
put up
running
6
backs
points on the
today.
board.
At least get some points. Maybe a slightly unnecessary celebration down 21. Yeah, I got a touchdown. It's like just no. No, it's been poor clock management on the other side that allowed you to
So
get
they'll try
that.
to
So
tack
let's
on
just,
the extra point.
let's just wrap it up here.
And it's on its way. The point after is good.
Kick
The
is
Browns
good. So
still
4 play,
find
10 yard,
themselves in a very
13-second
key
drive.
This game has pretty much been decided. They can even bring in
This
the
game has been
backups if
decided
they
for
want.
nearly an entire half. Yet the Kansas City Chiefs' poor clock management and Cleveland having some fight. They're not trying an onside kick. Why? Why are they trying an onside kick?
They have to get the ball back quickly, so they're going to try the onside kick. The onside kick is off from the 44.
They
Yeah,
have
well,
this
Kansas
game
City
pretty
got
well
a hold of
in
that
hand.
one, and
It's
that
one of those
should
spots where you
that
might
should
wanna
just
get
about
some
do
of
it.
the backup some playing time.
Looking to end the game, they'll probably call a simple run play here. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 44-yard line. Barber.
1st down and 10. Barber
Just about a
gets hit
yard
a little
away.
high there. He'll get taken down after a gain of about 1. So 2nd down and 9. That should be it. They should not need to run another play here.
2nd and 9.
Just
Ball on the 43-yard line.
There's the final gun. The final score is Kansas City 27.
all right.
Cleveland
27-7, much more lopsided,
This concludes
uneven
another
game
EA
than the
Sports
first one,
presentation.
which is
For John
unfortunate.
Madden and
But
Leslie
hey,
Stark,
that
this
is
Al
what
Michaels
happens
saying so long.
sometimes. We got one more game coming up for you. It is the game of the week. It's going to be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys, the 7-1 Dallas Cowboys, to be exact. And we'll get through this this autosave, and we'll get ready to roll in game number 3, week 10. Week 10 today. I'm excited to see where the rest of this goes. I'm actually excited because a lot of the divisions are kind of clustered, especially the AFC side of things. We'll get updates on that. Hopefully some of the teams on the edge can make it interesting. But you never know. Why did that go to week 11? I was very panicked there for a second. So you got a couple like 5-4 Texans taking on a 5-3 Bills. That's good stuff. 5-4, 4-4, 5-4, 6-3. This is your fair warning that there will be a lot of duplicate teams as we run through the rest of these weeks. And some teams we haven't heard from in a while, they will likely not be heard from again. Like San Francisco is a good example, that they're like 2 and whatever. So, all right, game number 3, your game of the week: the 5-3 Bills taking on the 7-1 Dallas Cowboys.
Both of today's teams are looking for a win and trying to establish momentum going into the stretch run. So thanks for joining us as the Bills get set to take on the Cowboys. EA Sports is proud to present more NFL action. I'm Al Michaels,
there we go.
along with my partner, John Madden.
I guess I hit the numlock at some point. Tommy Maddox, quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
He's the type of quarterback who makes you pay if he gets a lot of time in the pocket. But it's not just him they got to worry about.
I want to say he was a Steelers quarterback around this time, but I'm not confident in that.
Good receivers too, and it's a big reason.
Surprising they're not highlighting Buffalo Bills player, considering that this guy's a rookie. But hey, whatever.
They wanted to get him some catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
These guys are really fired up, but they got to watch it jumping around like that. They're liable to pull something.
They're lined up for the kickoff, so let's get today's game started.
There's your NFC East standings. That's about how it looks every year. Dallas just running away with it. A couple of teams just never really even in the hunt. We have kickoff coming here shortly.
And the kickoff team.
In our third and final game of the day, our game of the week, brought to you by
from the 12.
No one really, honestly.
Brought
Brought to you by my will and joy of making content. There you go. There you go. Come up with a fake company based on that, and then I can do that. All right. Dallas with a pretty nice, Buffalo with a pretty nice run back there. They're going to go with Ricky Williams for a gain of 1, maybe. Tim Couch, the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, the winning record-holding Buffalo Bills. Is there an injury that we don't know about?
Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver.
There's a throw. Nice throw to the left side. He'll get up near the 40. It's like maybe they might mark him around the 48-yard line. But a solid start here for Buffalo.
What have you heard, Melissa?
It's nice that Buffalo's gone back to that kind of lighter blue in recent years. I don't know exactly when they made the switch, but the blue with the white helmet looks really nice. Couch again to the left side finds another reception.
And the thing is, the
secondary another back, number 47. This one's Martin. He comes up with
and now they get a whole new set of downs.
Comes up with a very nice reception there. First down and 10, and a great start here for Buffalo, wearing their home blue.
From the I formation.
Dallas is annoying, and they wear white jerseys at home.
Can't draw it up,
and I hate it.
Textbook first down.
Keyshawn Johnson. Chest bumping with Tim Couch.
First and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Davis, the motion man.
Williams going with a run here. We have a penalty flag down. It might be another clipping. It is indeed a clipping. Wycheck is going to get called for a 15-yard penalty, and instead of a 3rd and 1, it's going to be 2nd and 25. That is so many clipping penalties in this game. I don't know why. Oh, first down and 25. My apologies. All kinds of time there for Couch to get these yards back. That's a solid throw, but maybe just a little behind. Couldn't make the adjustment, and that'll lead to an incompletion. 2nd down and 25. Now I'm correct.
Pressure coming.
Tim Couch throws and finds a receiver, and he is going to get, I think, a first down. That was a really nice throw and a better catch.
And look for some extra yardage
Wow.
after the reception.
He got hit as he was trying to let that one go, and it is 3rd down and 1, so he was just short there. It's going to get a little confusing here in a second. Toss play, right side, all kinds of room. Williams with a beautiful spin to his left, and he'll get knocked down at the 5-yard line. First down and goal, so a 1st and 25 to 1st and goal.
Opening to the outside and turn it up for some good yards in the first.
First down and goal to go. Ball on the 6-yard line.
Go with a handoff. Dallas looked like they had enough players in the backfield to stop that run, or slow that run at least, but unfortunately unable to do that. And they're able to pick up 4.5. 2nd and goal.
Going to the right.
Pitch to the right side, untouched into the end zone for 6. Williams cashes in.
And boom, end zone.
That guy kind of looks like Willem Dafoe a little bit. Your coach of the Buffalo Bills, Willem Dafoe, took time out of his busy schedule filming The Lighthouse to coach the Buffalo Bills to a touchdown. Buffalo up 6-0. And a good start here. Is that Carson Palmer is playing for a different team. I think Carson Palmer ended up wearing 3 later in his career, but I think he was number 9. Alindo Mare puts the kick up.
I think the whole team's happy after that one.
And it is a 7-0 lead here for Buffalo in Dallas. A 2.5-minute drive, including a 24-yard completion to set up a 3rd and 1 on a 2nd and 25. Very helpful there for the Buffalo Bills.
Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 26, back deep to return.
Good kick. Should be
Kick is
returned.
away. And we will get a return right at the goal line up to the 10. The 15 stutter steps around, and we're going to have another penalty. This time it's a hold, folks.
Holding on the receiver.
The Hankies
10-yard penalty.
coming out a lot here in these last couple of games.
One of those matchups here today, John.
So that'll knock them back to the 12-yard line. It was a solid run back from the goal line, but unfortunately the hold cost them some yards. First down and 10 here for Tommy Maddox and the Dallas Cowboys. Drop back and throw, finds a receiver out of the backfield, and he'll get up past the 20 to the 22, and that'll be a first down.
And he's one of those guys who's a pretty good safety back. He's got soft hands, and more importantly, he knows what to do with it when he gets it.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 23. Neal.
Oh no, a fumble and the defense recovers. Neal had the nice reception out of the backfield on the last play. They hand it off to him on a fullback dive, and disaster.
So after the fumble now, it's 1st and 10.
So another team joining the Texans and the Browns with a turnover on their first drive, and that's going to set up the Buffalo Bills with a tremendous
5-yard pickup on
opportunity here to make this a 2-score game. Pitch to the right side, gains a couple. 2nd down and probably 7.
They line up in the I formation.
2nd down and 5, excuse me. They're just inside that red zone marker. Spun down in the backfield. Gained 5, lost 5, 3rd and 10.
And that run started off going east and west, which isn't bad, but then it got worse, and it went south.
That is a very generous spot there. 3rd down and 9.
Dropping back.
Couch deep drop from the shotgun. Throws left side, has a wide open receiver.
This is a great
It is surprising that he was that wide open.
We're in a tough spot here. But this is a heck of a throw and catch. To pick
Really
up that
good
first down.
play design there. I believe that's Tim Brown. That is terrific. You got the route just going straight up, and then you have the underneath. Takes the defenders, frees them up.
First down
Pitch and
and
catch
goal
for
to
first
go.
down.
7 yards
First and
to the
goal
line.
at the 7-yard line.
Williams is the deep back. Tosses it out to the right. Misses the tackle. Great play in the backfield. And that's a loss of 2.
3-yard loss on the play. Second and goal. Ball on the 10-yard line.
Cowboys, back off DBs.
So second and goal here. Few-yard loss there. For some reason, they're just like willing to take the clock all the way down.
He hits his
Finds a
receiver.
receiver,
Brown
a couple
puts the
receivers
ball
and a
away,
couple of
and that's his
defenders
fourth
there
pass
in the
reception
area.
so far.
That'll be a nice completion there instead of a third and goal that's from
So now we
about the
have
4-yard
third and
line.
goal. 4 yards to the end zone.
See if we see one more play here before the end of the first quarter.
And this is the 6th play.
Jumbo
of the
set
drive.
here, I formation.
Hand it
Here
off.
we go with Williams. Williams is going to get bottled up and stuffed.
Backed up in their own end zone, trying to keep those guys off
Minimal
the field.
gain,
And they
if
make a
any
play
gain
like
at
that.
all.
That's a heck of a defensive play.
And that will set up a 4th down and goal.
One quarter
Coming up here
play,
after the quarter
separated
break,
by
the
a
Cowboys
touchdown.
find themselves down by
Score,
7
Buffalo,
and about to
7.
be
Down
potentially down by
0.
10. They're 7 and
we're
1,
ready to start the second
and I have
quarter.
kind of ragged on them throughout the season. You can say it with me. They don't look like a 7 and 1 team. They don't look like an upper echelon team at all. I would not be surprised to see them upset
Comes in to attempt a 21-yard
in the
field
playoffs
goal.
and eliminated pretty early. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Not much more than an extra point at 21 yards, but the 7-play, 19-yard drive does add to the Buffalo lead, cashing in on yet another opening drive turnover from a team, in this case, the hometown Dallas Cowboys. The other two were the away teams.
Mata in to kick this one off.
Lined up for the kickoff. The 26 back to return.
Nice kick.
So the kick is away from the 30.
From the
And that'll be
6-yard
returned from the 5. He'll get up to the 20, and that is all he will get. Terrific coverage by the Buffalo Bills. And that'll set us up with 1st and 10 here for Dallas, just starting the second quarter. If for whatever reason you turn this YouTube video on and just said, I want to jump to this exact moment
Sets up.
at the 2-hour mark.
Closing in. Throwing
Throws to
left.
the left side. There were 2 receivers and
What the
1
defense is doing is
defender,
they're
but
watching
somehow
the
no one
quarterback's
came up
eyes
with
are
that
flowing.
ball.
They're in position.
Incomplete
so that
pass,
whatever
2nd and 10.
happens, the ball is in front of them. And that time, it almost got him an interception.
The Bills come out in a nickel package.
So the Cowboys are going to take a chance with a run here.
So the halfback gets about 2 on
Obviously,
the
they don't have to shift into a pass-heavy or pass-only offense. It's only a 2-score game.
Comes out in their nickel
Ball
package.
on the 23-yard line.
3rd down and 8, though.
Pressure. Gets rid of it. With the
There's a nice
adjustment.
throw to the left side. Finds a receiver
Now, this is
for a
one heck of
1st down, and
play.
he'll get
Look out.
up
We're
near
in
the
a hole
40,
here on
but
3rd
not
down.
quite to the
They
40.
come through with this perfect play that gets him a 1st and keeps the drive
But a
going.
nice job there getting the ball out. A good connection and able to turn upfield for a few extra yards.
First and 10. Ball on their own 39. Hand off to the tailback.
1st and 10, and he'll get blown up in the
Was dragged down
backfield.
before he could get to the
Loss
line
of a
scrimmage.
couple.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up against the run while also giving them the speed to rush the passer when they drop back to pass.
On the call. It's loose.
Oh no, another fumble!
So they
But the
get a
Dallas
second
Cowboys are
chance.
able to fall on
That ball
top
just
of
took a
it.
lucky
Oh, a
bounce. Right back
disaster
to the
averted there for Dallas. Can't have 2 fumbles like that. Another team starting 2 drives with turnovers. Ugh. Come up with the ball, and it is 3rd down and 9. I think they gained 2 yards on that one. It's a throw to the right side into double coverage, and that is an incomplete pass. Peterson looked like he was on the coverage there. And this time it'll be a punt. So Dallas separating themselves just a little bit. Turnover on the first drive, sure. Second drive, just a punt. They were able to pick up a couple of first downs as well. So looking a little bit better, but still not really showing how they're 7-1.
That's a
There's
good
a fair
job
catch.
of getting downfield by the cover team to force the fair catch.
It's 1st and 10. The Bills using motion.
First down and 10, handing the ball off. They're going to try the right side. They're going to get a face mask penalty. They'll give them a 5-yard penalty. Tackle did look a little bit weird, but nothing egregious there. It'll
so many
be
limbs flying and body parts moving around. You just tackle whatever you can and you grab anything that's moving. Sometimes you get a
second down
handful
and
of mass.
5.
Second and 2 coming up here. Ball on their own 35.
Second down and 2 following the penalty. Tim Couch throws off his back foot. That would look like a weird jump pass. What a bizarre situation that was, and it leads to an interception. Kind of just missed everybody there, and the cameraman does not know where to focus.
Force the quarterback to get rid of it before he's ready.
Oh, kind of caught the coach there for a second.
Bad things are
Didn't
gonna
know
happen
that it
to
was
the
coming to them.
Cowboys.
Like, well, what? Camera 6, are you ready? They're like, no, I'm not ready. What am I looking for? Williams on the tackle there, saved a touchdown. That is, that's not what you want if you're the Buffalo Bills. You've been looking so good offensively.
It's now 1st and 10.
Defense has played pretty solid. Now you've put them in a pretty bad spot here with 3:10 to go in the half. And Dallas, good opportunity to try to double up. Maddox drops back, throws right side, finds the back of a middle linebacker in coverage. That is not what you want to see.
And he turns what could be a touchdown into a heck of a defensive play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line.
Pushes it out to the left.
Pass to the left side, well read by Buffalo.
Great job getting in there to bring him down.
Shot into the backfield
Ran to
and
the outside,
took him
looking for
down.
some room to run off tackle, but he was in the backfield so fast they had no chance to set up the play. That's just great defense.
So it's 3rd down and long. Ball on the 16-yard
3rd down
line.
and 13.
Steps up into the pocket.
It's
Slings
going
it
to
to
be
the outside.
bobbled and caught. I think he's going to be able to get there to the first down marker. I thought, oh, what a off his shoulder. Good concentration. I mean, great concentration there to keep his eye on the ball, get the reception, try to pick up the first down. Obviously a little frustrated with himself, but had a great design on that play to throw to the flat on a 3rd down and 11. And he only gained a couple of yards there. It looks like more because he's 4 or 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The kick is up. And that
Kick is good, so a 4-play, 3-yard drive. Pardon me, takes a very brief amount of time off the clock. But it does cut into the Buffalo lead. They're able to capitalize on the turnover. They will kick the ball back to Buffalo about halfway through this second quarter.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Let's see, what's coming up? Oh, tomorrow we'll be checking out Disney Speedstorm, I believe.
Should be returned.
Thursday it'll be Minecraft Legends. And Friday, I'm not 100% sure. This is a beautiful run back. He bounced to the outside. He is free. There is no one there. It's a kickoff return for a touchdown. The Buffalo Bills stretch the lead out to 16-3, extra point pending. Ran right into a big mass of bodies. It bounced outside, and everyone had kind of sucked too far in.
And when you get a chance to see him run, I'll tell you, this guy can really run.
Weird zoom that was, but a terrific play there following the field goal. Friday, not 100% sure. Coffee Talk episode 2 does come out this week. I got to figure out, 1, how long it is, and 2, if I want to do that on a Friday, Sunday, or if I want to do what I did with Road 96 Mile 0 and go with Sunday, Monday upload. Some cool stuff coming out. Got through the week where there wasn't really a whole lot going on,
and it can be done,
which was last week.
Just like that. 2 kick returns in a matter of seconds.
And then we're going to get into a lot of releases in a pretty short time span. Today, pardon me, weirdly enough, we got a couple of release dates for some games that look pretty cool that'll be on the channel in the future, in May specifically. So that'll be good.
They'll return this one. From the 2-yard line.
From the 2, he'll get up to the 20. Oh, he's going to bounce it outside, but number 37 is right there. Thought he might have had a shot to turn that corner, but 37, terrific angle there. Kind of bounced him back a little bit and then made the tackle. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line, just before the 2-minute warning here. Dallas looked like they were going to try and get back in this game, but the kickoff return for a touchdown put a hold on those plans for the moment. Dallas should get the ball first in the second half, so a terrific opportunity for the old double dip.
Gain of 2 on the play.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark here in the first half.
They got to start moving here now that it is the 2-minute warning. It's going to be a 2nd down and 9. Maybe a 2nd down and a long 8.
2nd down and 9 to go.
But they'll need a touchdown here, and a touchdown off the first kickoff. Or the first, oh, he's going to get sacked. That is such a bad play. Buffalo's going to take a timeout here. That's a key for them. Really good play there on a 2nd down and 9 to drop them for a loss. You get the benefit with the 2-minute warning. It's going to save you a timeout if you can get a stop here on 3rd down and 14. Loss of 5 on the previous play.
You might get the ball back and have a shot at some points before halftime.
Tosses it left.
And they're going to go with a left side toss. I like what Dallas did there. Look, it's a 3rd and 14. You're deep in your own territory. At least force them to use their other timeout.
When you get a corner,
you don't need to go winging it.
Run support, it makes the offensive coordinator think twice on those runs to the outside.
Time for a punt here.
Don't give them more opportunities to... More opportunities for, like, additional plays.
Seagulls lines up in the backfield for the punt. Here's the punt. He's waving for the fair catch.
There was no need to try and return that one. But he made the right decision there. One thing they want to avoid is turning it over and setting up the other guys with a chance to get some points.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
So 1st down and 10.
Using motion.
Inside Dallas territory.
Gets rid of it.
There's a throw over the middle, and that is a nice start there.
And they beat the blitz on a good throw.
He read the blitz, and he got rid of the ball very quickly. This is the kind of guy you love to have behind center. The kind of guy that won't get rattled when he feels a big rush coming.
I'm sure they'll be going to the air as long as they have the ball. Throws it out over to the left.
Oh, I thought that was going to be an interception. One-handed interception. Slotted it down and almost followed through with a whole catch animation.
Like this, the defense has to be ready for anything.
Not in that. Not that time. All right, minute 29 to go here.
Couch gets set. Tosses it out to the left.
Williams tried the spin move, and that's going to stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down and 2 here. Pretty quick drive there by the Buffalo Bills.
More than likely, we'll see the punter.
Dallas not doing anything here timeout-wise. They should be They have 3 of them. I don't understand. Wow, I definitely don't understand what's happening here. Oh, did I throw it off by doing the pause and unpause?
So let's pick up the action.
I might have. That might be on me. It should be a punt. Usually we see it from the other angle. Dallas not taking any timeouts, which is a little frustrating. They might not have the offense really built for a quick drive, but give yourself a chance. I liked what they did. They forced Buffalo to use their second timeout on the previous drive on the 3rd and 14. It's going to bounce out of bounds inside the 5, most likely. A terrific kick there by Straczynski. They're going to mark it at the 6. Really should just wait 2 seconds before I announce it. It's still a terrific kick by Straczynski. Something that is sorely missing from NFL Fever games is competent punting.
They give it to the halfback. Pickup of about 6 yards.
That should just about do it here for the first half. Looks like you're going to have maybe one more play, or the Dallas Cowboys at least are going to have to run one more play. The play clock a second under the game clock. But Dallas missed a real big opportunity there to at least try and get some points here. I don't know that a field goal does you a ton of good. You might have to go for a 2-point conversion if you were to score a touchdown to try and get it to 14. If you go 3-6, touchdown, 2-point, 17-14. But a couple of bad drives negated that possibility. However, defense did a good job to make sure Buffalo did not score any more points and leaves the deficit at 17-3. And they've done a better job over the last couple of drives of the only 7 points that Buffalo's gotten was on the punt or the kickoff return for a touchdown immediately following that field goal. So we'll see what we can do here, or what we see. 1 turnover for each team. That's how the Cowboys got their points. But you see the yardage disparity. That's the problem. They just look awful. Like, Dallas looks like an awful football team that accidentally wins games. It's very confusing. So here we go. The 3rd quarter is underway. And they are going to return it from about the 7-yard line up to the 20, and he'll get hit at the 25. 1st and 10 for Dallas. Take as much time as you need. Drive this ball down the field, dink it, dunk it, run it. See if you can get a touchdown here. Change the complexion of this game. And force Dallas to not just, or force Buffalo, excuse me, to just kind of force Buffalo to not just sit and wait. Pitch to the right side. Got out of the first tackle, but the second guy drags him down.
Getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
The quarterback gets
2nd down and 10. They'll give him no gain on the play. Maddox takes the snap, hands the ball off. A lot of room off that left side. He's going to get to the 1st down marker after a broken tackle. And they'll get driven into the turf just short of the 40-yard line. Really nice run right there. That's most of those 18 yards on that one. That's 14. So, not doing a whole lot in this game so far. But maybe they can wear this Bills defensive line down, find some more holes, and get him a little more involved in the offense. 1st down and 10 for the Cowboys.
First and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line.
They'll pass on 1st down. Pressure with the pass.
Throws over the middle, tackled right around the 45-yard line, but did spin forward for maybe an extra yard. Nice throw and catch there. 2nd down and short coming up.
Find a hole, settle down, and show the quarterback your numbers. That was a good job.
Drops back.
2nd down and 3. Nice job by number 57 there. Couldn't quite get to the quarterback. Threw his hands up, and that'll force a 3rd down and short.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
With the pass, with the adjustment.
Oh, they're going to give him the first down. Really nice play there. Good.
Almost like a run play.
Kind of a bang catch and push.
And you get it any way you can.
Reached over the line. They gave him the forward progress. Short drop, good timing. 1st and 10 for Dallas.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Room to run.
Off to the left side. Protects that ball. Finds all kinds of room. And that's the second 10-plus yard run.
That was a perfect call in that situation.
10-yard plus
He did a
run
nice
that
job
he has
avoiding the
had
first wave
today.
of defenders, then converting for the first down.
First and 10. Again with the carry.
Tried to go with that left side again, but not as successful that time around. That's kind of why you look at those stats. You go 8 yards, or 8 rushes for 18 yards. You're like, okay, sounds about right. He's had most of his yards on 2 runs on this drive.
And this is the 8th play of this drive. It's the
Nice long drive here for the Dallas Cowboys. Good job trying to pick up that block, but he kind of bounced off a little quicker than I think he anticipated.
To run the ball. They break down blocks
Loss of yardage on that
They do
one,
a
and it'll
good
set up
job
a
maintaining
long
their gap
3rd
assignments,
down.
limiting cutback opportunity.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long 3rd down situation.
3rd and 10. They actually gave him no gain on that, which I'm surprised. I thought that was a big loss there, but obviously it wasn't. Maddox drops back, looks, fires down the field, and finds a receiver up the seam down to the 15-yard line. And Dallas is in, what's it called, the red zone here. That's a big conversion on a 3rd and 10. That's a really nice throw, a great catch. And great call by the offensive coordinator there to make it a pretty easy reception.
Sets up.
And a solid conversion on a 3rd down and 10. This drive is taking a really long time, which is both good for the Dallas Cowboys and for me. They need to cash in here with a touchdown, and that's what they will do to number 5.
Yeah, he threw that when only the receiver could get it.
Terrific path to the end zone to split all of those defenders. We'll see it here. Just, I love those kinds of routes. Just a short little up, turn around. Threw it on time. And he wiggled his way free to the end zone. Touchdown Cowboys makes it 17-9, extra point pending, and that took 2:56 off the clock. So a nice long drive here to start the 3rd quarter and get Dallas back in this game. Leave those Buffalo Bills on the sideline. And without that kickoff return for a touchdown, it would be a 10-10 game. But that happened, so it's 17.
Well, football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
Wilkins is back and ready to put this one in the air. And this one's a short kickoff. From the 11-yard line. The Bills will start this drive from the 30-yard line.
87 on the return. First and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Man in motion. Can't bring it down. 6, maybe 7 yards on the counter play.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Second and 4 coming up here.
That's all you. Take him out. Bust this grill, deep.
So the Bills out here for their first drive of the second half. Here with a play action pass. Couch will throw it to the right side. It's an incomplete pass. Almost looked like a backwards pass there, but it must have been on the same plane or just slightly forward. Disaster averted for the Buffalo Bills, who now face a 3rd down and 4, and risk giving the ball back to a hot Dallas offense, who took a long time to get their first touchdown of the day.
You keep 3 things. You keep your drive going.
There's a nice catch here up past the 40, near the 45.
Resting on the sideline.
The defense was a step behind on that play.
That feels like a very Madden reception.
Like that,
kind of glanced back and
the ball often.
Weird route at the weird situation at like the top of that route.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
But nevertheless, it's a 1st and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. Couch rolls a little bit to his right, finds a receiver into Dallas territory inside the 40, down at the 38-yard line. And it'll be another 1st and 10 for the Bills. This is where the Bills have a great opportunity to re-extend that lead, maybe start putting some nails in this coffin. I feel like it's hard to justify a big, long drive like that if your defense can't back it up. You can take 3-4 minutes off these 5-minute quarter clocks all you want, but your defense has to come through and make them have a short drive, which it looked like they were going to have a pretty short drive, giving the Cowboys the ball back with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, which is kind of the ideal scenario. Take 3 minutes, put it down to 2. They take 45 seconds. You have the ball back with 6+, including the 4th.
On the ground, great fake, throwing.
Ooh, that probably should have been picked.
I bet you as soon as he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back, because that could easily have been an interception.
3rd and 2. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Man in motion. Crosses it out to the right.
Toss to the right side. Williams can't quite get there. It's a fumble and the defense recovers. Oh, that's the best possible scenario the Cowboys could have asked for after giving up all those yards. They don't even give up the field goal.
So it's 1st and 10 following the fumble.
Wow, Williams coughs the ball up, and this Cowboys offense has been in rhythm. Gets it back with 35 seconds to go in the 3rd. They will go with a handoff. Well defended there.
The defense is always
30 yards to 24 yards. Not a whole lot going on the ground.
They get off their blocks very quickly.
Does not seem like the ground game is typically all that. It's not consistent. You see some big rips every once in a while.
Using motion.
But more often than not, it feels like they have about 2 yards a carry. They'll hand the ball off again. He kind of just kept running into that one defender and eventually fell down. And wouldn't you know it, folks, a clipping penalty here in the...
You're trying to put a drive together.
Oh my goodness, a huge penalty call there on the Dallas Cowboys. It was going to be like 3rd and 4.
So we've reached the end of the 3rd
Instead, the
quarter
15-yard penalty will make it a 2nd down and 20 when we come back after this 3rd quarter changeover. 17-10, your score here in Dallas. Buffalo on top
The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him.
of the 7-1 Cowboys. All right, 2nd down and 20. 5 minutes to go. Dallas has plenty of time. This is the best case scenario for Dallas, right? They get the turnover, and they have all kinds of time to work short passes down the field, running down the field, taking that same 3-minute drive that they had at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, applying it here at the beginning of the 4th quarter.
Then when you face that situation in the game,
try to get the tie.
That's
kind of it's the opposite of the point I was trying to make earlier, but I don't think I finished that thought very well.
3rd down.
The Dallas Cowboys defense needed to step up and create a short drive that did not yield any points. They got a little lucky with the turnover.
48-yard line. Big time play by number 82.
6 tackles by Brown in today's game, and that is a big conversion on a 3rd down and 20. We did see almost a conversion on 2nd and 24, 2nd and 25, excuse me, but the pass went for 24. They were able to convert on a 3rd down and 1, but big yardage given up by these teams in key moments. A 3rd and 20, a 2nd and 25.
About a yard in the run.
Second down and 8.
Drops back.
Maddox
Under pressure.
drops, throws left side, finds a receiver. Gonna get close to the 30 or the 45-yard line, but likely marked to the 46. They will mark it at the 45. All I have to do is wait 2 seconds. Gross.
It's third down and 4 to go. Ball on the 45-yard line. They've done very well on third down to this point. Throws it out
As they
over
throw to the left side. Beautiful throw. We saw a few of those from Tom Brady for the Texans earlier in this game. Just give it enough air for the running back in the backfield to run over or to run under it and keep them inbounds to get a few extra yards. Really nice throw there by Maddox to keep this drive alive. Send an extra blitzer off the left side, but Maddox still able to get the ball out of his hand. It'll be a short game,
He just makes it look too easy.
which I'm sure the Bills are willing to give up. Hey, you can throw it inbounds short, and you can have it
Ball on the 37
as long as that clock is still moving. Second down and 7. 3.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. I formation. He's going to bounce to the right side. Wiggles his way through for a solid gain down to about the 25. Starting to pile up those yards a little bit more now.
To get down the field and pick up a first
I do
down.
think most of those 42 yards have been on the 14-yard run earlier. I think he had another 12-yard run or so, and that one was probably good for about 10.
First and 10. Ball on the
Doesn't matter, though.
26-yard line.
Coming through when he needs to, and that is what is important. From the 26-yard line, and that's kind of the problem. Really solid run, and then they pitch to the outside. Buffalo was selling out to defend the run,
He was looking for
and it's a
hole,
loss of
but
3 all the way back to
overran
the
a
30.
massive wall of defenders.
Second down and long coming up.
Second and long. Ball on the 30-yard line. Garner's a long setback.
They're going to go with another pitch to the outside. Buffalo again reads it very well. It'll be a no gain
That's because
or
the
loss
defense
of
did a
1.
good job anticipating the snap
And it's a
count.
real
Aggressive
long
defense
third
like
down
this,
here.
a
Don't
hard
love
count
the
could be
call
an effective
on
way
second
to
down
keep
and
them off
14
balance
there
while trying to draw them
to pitch
offside.
it outside.
The offense has been stepping
Now
it up
Maddox
on
has
third
to make a
down
play
all
here. He's
day.
going to find a receiver, but it'll be short
He showed great
of the
concentration
line
on
to
that
gain. He'll get it
reception.
down to
The
the
receiver has
20-yard
that
line.
ability to make
Dallas
even the toughest
has to go for it
receptions
here,
look
right?
simple.
Field goal doesn't really do you a whole lot of
Well,
good.
if the defense can stop him one more time, they'll get it back.
And this is the kind of drive I thought Dallas would need to get back in this game. A big, long, multi-minuter. And that is what they're able to do on a 4th and 4.
It's fourth down.
Really nice throw. Good positioning by the receiver to place himself in front of the defender. A great throw. Only the receiver was probably going to get that one.
It's first
And it is first and goal at the 10-yard line as we wind down to the 2-minute warning. It has been all Dallas
He'll get the call again. 2 minutes
here
to
in
the
the
final
second
go.
half.
Carries the ball for 3 minutes.
They had the
and
ball
3 yards.
from the start of the third quarter to about the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. And then Buffalo had it for about a minute and a half.
From the I formation.
Turned the ball over, and it's been Dallas since about the 35-second mark of quarter number 3. And we are down to the 2-minute warning here in the fourth. So hopefully you like Dallas Cowboys
Running back
offense.
picks up about 4 yards.
'Cause that's
And they
what
go
you're
with a
getting here.
no-huddle.
Interesting to see these running backs dive here at the goal line.
The offense is confident.
We saw that a couple of times in the last game, and you could see where there wasn't, like the defender didn't really do anything to stop him, but he just didn't have enough. It's like maybe a little bit of a collision, but there's a touchdown.
They go over this play all the time at practice.
Touchdown while I was talking.
Sometimes in just about every game. Let me tell you,
He gets a
most of the time,
tremendous break there,
successful
calls for the
like
ball
that.
wide open. There was a little behind by Maddox in that replay there. But still a nice grab, 1:46, and we have a tie game. Is this what the Dallas Cowboys do? They just stick around long enough?
They'll line up for the extra point.
The defense gives them a chance,
And it's up.
gives the offense a chance, makes the opposing offense go cold.
Consecutive touchdowns.
3-minute and
This team has a lot
50-second
of character.
drive.
Even when you have them down
That's
by
how big
2 or
that
3
turnover
scores,
is.
A lead is never safe. You got to be careful because they can make
And
the
that
big
is why it was
plays
so
on
important for them to have a
offense,
short
defense, and
defensive
special teams.
possession for Dallas. 3-minute, 50-second drive, and it's a tie game instead of being down by 3 or down by a touchdown. Some really big completions or conversions there. A 3rd down and 20, a 4th down and 4.
Nice pick. Plenty of distance.
And it led to a touchdown. All right. All right. Up to the 25-yard line. And that is where this drive will start for the Buffalo Bills. They have a minute and 43 seconds. Everybody's got timeouts. We'll see how they are used.
And go for the win.
Couch sets up.
They should be going for the win here. Tim Couch steps up, throws what should have been a completed pass to the short receiver who had about 2 steps on his defender. That's got to be a better decision by Tim Couch. If you go back and look at it, you can see the receiver. There's a receiver short kind of breaking toward the inside, toward the middle of the field, well ahead of his defender. But instead, Tim Couch elects to throw it into double coverage.
They'll bring the blitz. Throwing left.
There's a throw, left side. Got the completion up to the 30. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
Brought a few extra guys, but the line did a pretty good job of picking it up, giving them just enough time to find the open man.
That official is in a very weird spot. Throws, and it's incomplete. Oh, ho, ho. The Buffalo Bills are ice cold offensively. And they had the ball for about 35 seconds. So they have had the ball for maybe 2 minutes. Maybe in the second half it has been all Cowboys. And they're going to get the ball back in rhythm, probably feeling pretty good. And with a minute and 17 seconds and a boatload of timeouts, I thought he was going to have a big run back there. Buffalo very thankful that the second guy got him. Cowboys have erased a 14-point deficit here in this second half.
Man in motion.
I got motion. Get at him, Pete.
Going to the air on 1st down. With the pass.
There's a nice throw. He's going to get down to the 40-yard line. We'll see if Dallas calls this timeout here in a minute. They really don't need to, if they're going to be able to get the play off. They are actually able to get the play off. So that'll actually save them a timeout. Otherwise, you'll have what... Is it Cleveland?
It is. He got it in there in a hurry, and they pick up enough for a 1st down. You're in position now where there's some time left.
Cleveland or
the other team to get the ball back.
Cincinnati, I think. I don't think it would have been Cleveland.
They should just stick with a few runs. But
one of the teams earlier today had where they took a timeout at a minute, ran a 3-second play, called a second timeout. There's no reason for you to call a timeout. Just run the clock down.
Fresh set of downs after a nice pickup on the ground.
A tremendous run right there, and he's been good here these last couple of drives, getting those bigger chunks. He's had a couple that have either gone for no gain or they've been a loss of yards. I would argue that would be more of a poor play call situation. Dallas does not need to take these timeouts. That's the one thing I think you could really improve on here with these games. And we'll see what happens because we'll have Madden 05 later this year after an entire season. Well, after half a season in this game, plus another 20-week season in NFL Fever, we'll get into what'll just be Maddens. But point is, we'll see if that changes at all because I think it should. 2nd down and 9. They're going to run the ball. Fumbled! Oh my gosh, they got the ball back. How did Buffalo not come up with that? Oh my goodness. The booth is going to review the fumble. This could be big for the Bills here.
A questionable call happens in the last 2 minutes. The review is called from upstairs.
Okay, so this is huge. So instead of 1st and goal and Buffalo only having 1 timeout, this should be overturned, which will mean that it's 3rd down. I didn't hear him. Play reversed. Okay, good call.
Overturned the call and got it right.
Buffalo's still going to get charged with that timeout.
Right in these last 2 minutes.
They have 1 timeout remaining. with a 3rd and 6 and 49 seconds instead of a 1st and goal with only 1 timeout. That is a game-saving play for the Buffalo Bills, who almost decided to say, you know what, we'll just throw it away. There was one person that had an opportunity to make that tackle, and he made a terrific open field tackle. It'll be 4th down and 3. Wilkins is 1 for 1 with a 27-yard field goal today. This one's going to be for the win. Buffalo's going to have a chance with about 35 seconds to go when this is all said and done. Actually, it's probably going to be... Kick is good. 7-play, 44-yard drive. And it gives Dallas the lead. 17 unanswered for the Cowboys. Looking to go 8-1. They got to win. And they need the Lions to lose, I believe, in order to be competing for that number 1 seed in the NFC. Long way to go, though. When was that? I think it was week 6.
Short kickoff.
That was actually week 7.
From the 13.
Find that footage real quick. Get that result there.
They got some time, but they need to get out of bounds to get to about the 35 to give their kicker a chance.
It's 1st and 10.
You got it.
1st and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
To the air on 1st down.
There's a nice throw. Oh my goodness. He's free and clear. The Buffalo Bills are going to take the lead. Oh my God.
Threw it right in there for the score.
The receiver ran a perfect
I looked
route
away to get you the
and
result of
turned
the other
around just in
game. I
time to
believe
see the
Detroit
ball
won
make the catch.
17-14. Oh, my goodness. And that was indeed the score. That was the Cowboys' first loss. Must have been the Buccaneers, I think, that lost the next week in heartbreaking fashion.
And it's up.
Kick is up, kick is good. It's 24-20. What an
This makes for a
unbelievable
better game, I
turn.
think. The strategy of the game comes into play here more.
Yeah, Dallas won 7-6 over Tampa Bay. I think I was incorrect about that. That was maybe the worst loss we've ever seen. Week number 8, the final game of week 8.
Decent kick.
Kick is away.
From the 2.
He'll get up to the 20 and he'll get cut down at the leg. They're going to call another holding. Dallas has had like 3 penalties on kickoff returns alone. Oh my goodness. Dallas did all that work and their defense floundered at the worst possible moment.
They'll go for the shotgun. Going to the air on 1st down.
Maddox pump fakes, throws. It's going to be well short. Timeout Dallas. Do they have timeouts?
6 catches in the game.
Oh no. Are they out of time? Why did they take so long to call a timeout? You idiots.
They have none left.
You deserve to lose.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go.
Holy moly. Maddox throws deep down the field. He's tackled from behind by about the last guy that could get him.
When you get this guy the ball, he's going to move
That's
the
a
ball.
pretty big
He's gonna
completion
move it with
there.
speed.
We'll see what they'll do with this one. They'll spike the ball. 5 seconds to go. While we look at Tommy Maddox here, okay, everybody's out of timeouts. They should have called timeout immediately. They burned a few seconds there, which would, instead of like 5 seconds here, maybe they had 9 seconds.
They can't let
That's
the
an entire
ball cross
play
the goal
difference.
line. And if the ball's in the air, they just have to knock it down instead of trying to pick it off.
Could be the final play, barring a defensive penalty, and it is not. 1 second left. Probably should have been a pick, but it wasn't.
Here we go. One last chance, and they have to come up with
One
some kind of a miracle
tick
play to
of
pull
the
this one out.
clock remaining. 3rd down and 10.
Dropping back.
Maddox drops back.
with the
Throws deep right side. It's
This pass is
deflected, incomplete. The Buffalo Bills use a miracle pass play at the end there to drop the Cowboys to 7-2. A terrific second half by Dallas is wasted as their defense falters in the final moments.
Al Michaels saying so long.
Wow. Wow. I should maybe stop doubting the Dallas Cowboys. However, I also do not like the Dallas Cowboys. It's tough. I mean, they played a good game. I don't like them. That was a very good game. Very good game to finalize very good game for the finale. 2 of the 3 were really solid. That Chiefs game thankfully was a bit of an anomaly, but let's get you some scores. Let's get you some standings, get you updated around the league, and then we'll maybe get you set for next week. Take a look and see who is doing what. The Buccaneers, Panthers. We're going to simulate all this stuff. Lions and Bears. And then simulate the week here. As you see the results scroll by. All right. Okay. Rams, Bears. All right. That's maybe less exciting. Chiefs, Bengals. All right. Buccaneers. They take out the Panthers 24-9. Byron Leftwich, rookie quarterback, leading this Buccaneers team against or to a 7-2 record, and the Panthers unfortunately 3-6. I thought that they would be more interesting to watch because they were good in week number 1, and then they were going to get a better quarterback in Drew Brees, but I guess he must not be highly rated, or they're just not finding their rhythm. Whatever it is, they have been a bit of a befuddlement and kind of a disappointment, because I thought that it would be I thought that would be an interesting team to watch, and they have not been that way. Bengals win a wild one, 13-10. That was our opening game today. The Lions improved to 8-1 with a 33-19 drubbing of the Chicago Bears. Colts beat the Jaguars to tighten up that AFC South race, 18-10. Colts now 4-5. Jaguars 5-4. We watched the Chiefs dominate the Browns for 4 quarters. 27-7 your final there. Falcons and the Giants. The Falcons up to 4 wins all of a sudden, 16-10 your final. The problem for the Falcons is that they are in the same division as the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers have been off to a hot start, and they might be too good to catch. And that's also another kind of secondary plot line. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys needed a win to likely keep pace with the Detroit Lions. But because of the way that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing, now they could be a 3 seed on Wild Card Weekend rather than a 2 seed with that week off. Cardinals, they fall to the Steelers, which is a pretty common theme here considering they are 2-7 following this result. The Steelers improved to 5-4 with a 20-3 victory, and they are in a competitive AFC North. Dolphins, they beat the Titans by a lot, 34-17. Makes the AFC East an interesting division to watch as well. Seahawks pick up win number 4 in Washington, 20-13. Vikings fall to 4-5 after a 34-24 loss to the Chargers. Chargers improved to 5-4. Bills, fantastic finish, beat the Cowboys 24-20. Cowboys dropped to 7-2. Bills, improve to 6-3. I'm more excited to look at the AFC East as we get ready to check out the standings. Couple more games to go here. Jets are 4-5. They beat the Raiders 23-12, keeping themselves alive in that AFC East. Ravens are 4-5. The Rams got the better of them 30-14 today. Rams improved to 6-3. Last but not least, you have the Packers and the Eagles. The Packers have dropped a couple in a row. They are now 5-4 following a loss to the 3-6 Eagles, 31-21 at home. Pretty gross. All right, let's take a look at the standings here. We got the overall NFL standings you can see there. That'll be interesting to see. I don't know who's going to hold tiebreakers or what. I mean, if this holds, it would be the Lions 1, Cowboys 2, Buccaneers 3. A lot of 6-3 teams, and then a bunch of 5-4s. Oh my goodness, 5-4s and 4-5s. Whoo! All right, that's overall in the NFL. Let's go ahead and take a look at the AFC and get the playoff picture lightly sketched for you. The Bills would look. They would be the 1 seed at 6-3. The Bengals would be the 2 seed at 6-3. The Dolphins are also in the AFC East, so they would be the 5. Broncos, the 3. Texans, the 4. Chargers, the 6. Jaguars, Chiefs, Steelers. All those teams just missing out. Obviously, a lot to play for still, so get excited for that. Has everybody played 9 games? So they get all of the bye weeks out of the way by like week 10? Yeah, they sure did, huh? Huh. Okay. Over in the NFC, everybody also has played 9 games. That is so weird. Why did they try to get all the bye weeks out by week 10? Okay, that's odd. The Lions are 8-1. They hold that 1 seed like they have been for a while. Cowboys at the 2, Buccaneers at the 3, Rams at the 4. Packers, Falcons, your 5 and your 6. Surprisingly, the Falcons in the playoff hunt. Their team has looked pretty gross throughout the season. And shockingly, a losing record would get into the playoffs if it were to end today. I mean, to be any one of these 4 and 5 teams, which extends from the Falcons down to the Giants. All right, let's take a look at the divisions here. AFC North is led by the Bengals at 6-3. The Steelers a game back of that at 5-4. The Ravens and Browns a game back of that at 4-5. This one's separating out in a way that I was not anticipating. The AFC South has a good little race going on here. Texans and Jaguars both at 5-4. The Colts just outside at 4-5. Titans, they're down at 3-6. AFC East is cluttered. 2 6-3 teams in the Bills and the Dolphins. The Patriots are 4-5, as are the Jets. AFC West, very, very tight as well. 3 teams competing for the lead right now. The Broncos, Chargers, and Chiefs, all at 5-4. The Raiders are all the way down at 3-6. Lions continue to lead the NFC North. They got off to the hot start, and they have not stopped. 8-1 is their record. The Packers have dropped a couple in a row. They are 5-4. The Vikings and Bears both 4-5, though in the line for a shot at a wild card spot. NFC South has been the Buccaneers to lose for quite a while now. They are 7-2. Falcons, Saints, they are 4-5. Panthers 3-6. Falcons and Saints both have a shot at the wild card spot in the NFC due to the absolute cluster going on down there. NFC East has the Cowboys atop the division, as they have been basically the entire time I've done this series. They lead at 7-2. The Giants, maybe an outside shot, wild card opportunity at 4-5. Eagles and Washington, they're going to need some help to try and climb back in, but they're not totally out of the playoff race yet, and that is exciting for me as the broadcaster here. NFC West, Cardinals and 49ers, they look like garbage at 2-7, but the Rams lead at 6-3. Seahawks a couple of games back at 4-5, and that will catch you up. Okay, so we got a lot of teams at 5-4 here in the AFC, and then we have a lot of teams in the NFC at 4-5. So maybe we'll see some of these teams kind of battle it out here. Bills Texans might be a good one to watch. Chiefs Bengals could be a good one. The Bengals right now up in the upper echelon there. What else do we have? Oh, Ravens would need to win. Okay, Falcons Saints. Falcons Saints, that'd probably be a good one to check out. Both of those on the outside looking in. A win would do wonders for those teams in the NFC wildcard race. Same with the Giants or the Eagles. Titans and Jaguars. Oh, it's too bad that the Jaguars aren't playing the Colts. Chargers Broncos. Okay, all right. Chargers Broncos. The game of the week is Packers Bucks. Okay. Chargers Broncos for a potential lead in the AFC West. I could even throw in Chiefs Bengals. All right. Texans Bills. Rams Bears isn't a bad matchup either. All right, that's good. That's good news for me. I like when that happens. All right, we'll let it save one last time to make sure those results are all set and settled. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's games. I had a great time doing it. Hopefully you have a great time watching it. The first and the third game were fantastic today. Second game was a bit lopsided, but it's hard to go 3 for 3 in these videos. I will be back next Tuesday with more NFL action right here on the channel. So be sure to subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you next week for week 11 right here in Madden NFL 2004. Good sports, go team.